on. Hold on. I messed up.
We are live.
I know we're live. Hold on, guys. That's too funny. Oh, there we go.
I don't wanna act too high and mighty, cause tomorrow I may fall down on my face. Lord, thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Lord, thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
Sometimes life is good, but then the trouble comes my way. But whatever happens, Lord, I thank you for this day. When I'm feeling troubled, I lift my hands and pray that your will be done in the rain or sun. No, it's a beautiful day.
I don't wanna act too high and mighty, cause tomorrow I may fall down on my face. Lord, thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Lord, thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
I give her thanks when I'm feeling lonely. I give her thanks when I'm feeling glad. I give her thanks in the morning and a thanks in the evening and a thanks when I'm feeling sad.
I don't wanna act too high and mighty, cause tomorrow I may fall down on my face. Lord, thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Lord, thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
And good evening or good afternoon, everybody. It's us again. How's everybody doing? I wanted to welcome Chuck Middleton to the show, Dub Wilkinson. Brian's supposed to be here, but I think he's having some technical difficulties. I'm not quite sure. So, anyway, we were waiting for him to come on in, but like I said, I think he was having some difficulties. I wanted to say thank you for everybody to being here. I love it every time I see people pop in. It makes me feel so wonderful. So I'm very thankful for you guys to be here. So you want to say hi?
Hey
Uh,
everyone.
yes, I
Dub,
do.
Michelle.
People appreciate very much all the birthday wishes, and good to see you here.
That was a cool birthday show.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, had a good time. All right, so I'm going to scroll all the way back. I'm going to say hello to Red Storm. Let's see
Hello,
here,
Red Storm.
Sergio. Good to see you, brother. Um, Brian, he's in and out. I don't know if he's going to still
Yeah,
be
he
here.
needs the link. I'll try to send it to him again.
Here, I'm going to drop the link in the chat. Hopefully, yeah, that's it. I'll drop it. Um, all the world's a stage, and see a dog named Boo. Let's see. On the level, let's see, Ryan, Veronica. I think that's all. I think I got everybody. Unstupid. I don't know if I said stupid or not. But yeah, welcome everybody. Susan. I don't know if I said hello to her. But yeah, so thank you everybody for being here. We really don't, I always say that, and then we turn out to have, a great, a great day. So there he is. There he is. Welcome, Brian.
It's about time. Dub said you need to get your stuff together, man.
Well, if Apple would stop logging me out all the time and I could get messages and stuff, I come back and I'm just like, what the heck? I'm logged out. I can't even get on. It's like, oh, you must unlock your account right now. And I'm just like, geez, man, it does this to me
Yeah,
all the time.
what you wanted.
Crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, we were waiting on Brian to come on in. So it's his fault we're late. No, I'm kidding. Gotta blame someone. I'm just kidding. Anyway, I'm just teasing you, Brian. We're glad you're here. But anyway, so I wanted to, like I said, we really don't have a show plan. I think we're just gonna, yap our gaps and,
Swing it.
yeah, wing it. I forgot. Welcome, Rebby. I forgot.
Somebody requested Revy earlier. I think it was All the World's a Stage.
Hi, Western Warrior. I don't know if I missed you, but I did see you earlier, and I apologize if I did miss your name. I'm so sorry, babe. But yeah. So,
Brian, do you have anything going on? Anything you've seen?
Hi, Hebrews.
I'm actually stuffing a couple nuggets down my throat right now with that sweet jam from McDonald's. They taste great.
Oh, you were serious. I hear you.
Oh, and hi, Carla. I don't know if I missed you, but I think I did. So welcome, girl. Yeah. First things first, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna blow off some steam, and I'm just gonna tell you guys how much you guys mean to me for coming here every week. I know we've had a few newcomers coming in. I think that's totally. I just want to welcome you guys. We really do this. We do this live every week to get so we can have everybody have a place to go to all feel comfortable. We can be like-minded together. Hi, my Ange. There's my main moderator right there.
Hey, Ange. Good to see you.
Yeah, I was gonna text
Cormac
you. I hadn't seen
in here
you.
too.
Hi,
Yeah.
Cormac. Yeah, but I just wanted to let you guys know how much you guys mean to me. It's just great to see you every week, and I think that we have a wonderful little community going. And I want everybody to feel comfortable when they're here. It seems like we all engage pretty well together. And yeah, so I just want to let you guys know that how much you guys mean to me, and I feel very blessed having you here. Hello, Nana. Good to see you. But yeah, that's my my rant. Do you have a rant, Rebby? Just kidding. Hi, Kay. Good to see you.
Well, thanks for having us on. We appreciate you doing what you do and allowing us to all come together and hang out.
Yeah, I really feel blessed to have Chuck and you and Dub on my panel every week. It to me it just warms my heart, and so I really appreciate you guys coming on here and hanging out. Someone just text me. Hold on a second.
All the World's a Stage asked if we were going to open the panel up today. I asked him, I said, why? Do you want to come on?
Say that again?
All the World's a Stage asked if we were going to have an open panel. And I asked him, why? Do you want to come on? But sure, anybody that we know, I'm sure Michelle would be glad to have.
Yeah.
If anybody has anything to say.
There you go.
Hey, combat veteran. Sorry. There's the link.
I just wanted to say one thing too before we get started.
Okay.
About the whole fake until proven real. I mean, obviously, they want everyone to be on a team. They want people to either be pulling for the Palestinians or Israel, But I mean, this stuff really is, they are priming the people for something big. I believe, I mean, who knows how long? We know they're very patient, but I mean, they're definitely doing this for a bigger reason, so who knows if it's going to be this fall or next fall or, who knows when it's going to happen.
Some things may be happening now. I'm not sure. There's so much disinformation and propaganda. It's hard to tell if any of it's real or not. And that's why we say fake until proven real. I have to see something that's real before I get on the bandwagon. And they've got to show me a lot better information than they have so far for me to go that route.
We have to earn trust.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We do have to earn trust. I'm sorry, I was reading the comments. I got a little distracted.
Yeah, trust is earned, not given. That's what I've learned.
Right. So I really thought that CMB TV TRN. I thought that was Cormac, and I guess I've been corrected.
It's Cormac. It is Cormac, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always thought it was Cormac. Are you Cormac?
It is.
Say yes or no in the chat, please.
Please. Yeah, there are some people like
He
the
said
truth
no.
community.
He is not Cormac.
Oh. Oh well, their names look like very similar, and it's the same color icon. Oh well.
Well, I thought maybe it was one of his backup channels, so that's why.
I did too.
Okay, so I'm sorry.
Speaking of that stuff, I never paid attention. One of Chuck's channel says 4444. The comment said 4,444. I don't know if you noticed that, Chuck, and I had to go check, and I'm like, is this Chuck or someone copied his account and came in and just started commenting? But I don't know. It was weird. It said Heaven Bound Trucker 4,444 in the comments.
I haven't noticed. It might be the email connected to the.
Yeah, you know how it's doing that weird anymore like that, and showing like emails and all those different things instead of just your name. I don't know if you noticed that on like the YouTube comment section. Sometimes it starts saying like different things instead of just like, horizontal horizons. It might say at horizontal horizons 007 or something weird like that. I don't know, But,
okay, CMB, real quick, CMB, if you could give me like a first name, because it'll be hard for me to address you every time. So I do apologize that, every time I called out Cormac's name, it was you being here, and I know you've been around for a while. So I do apologize. But if you
can make up a name if you don't want to give your real name.
Yeah, you could say Bob or something, whatever you want to do. But just that way it'll be easier for me to relate to you. Because me say CMB would be a little hard every time. Combat veteran. Hands.
All the world's a stage. What's going on?
Hi. You're muted.
Hit the mic button in the bottom left-hand corner. That might be what it is.
Well, his avatar, the only treaty we've all come to an agreement on.
That's a good one.
Oh.
Try it again.
I'd say combat veteran is what that stands for.
Combat veteran, yeah.
Yes.
I'll just say combat. I just hope I can remember that. But yeah, I do apologize for that because so every time I said Cormac, I was actually talking to you. So I do apologize. Oh.
I haven't seen Dale Knight around in a while. He's a combat veteran too.
Dale's been commenting on my channel just recently within the last day or two, so he's around. His comments are kind of hidden if I'm not mistaken. Like I got to do that search by first stuff, you know what I mean? So it's not like he's right there, but he's there.
All the world's a stage. He dropped out again.
Yeah.
You know, when you go on, it says allow mic. You got to hit it like yes or whatever, and then once you go in the room, you can cut it off. But
Yeah,
I
I
know
think
some
that
people have issues with
I
that.
think it's a Wi-Fi issue. I'm thinking.
Mhm.
I'm not sure, but that's because their connection is slow and it says device not connected, and then they come on. So I think that it's an internet issue. I'm thinking. I'm not sure. Hi, Danny. Good to see you. It's about time you got here. I'm just kidding. Okay. We'll try again. Right here. Hello. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Hello.
There you go.
I don't hear anything.
I heard him say hello.
No, I think it was me going, I think. I haven't heard anything. Huh. Well, we
Put the
can't.
volume up. Turn your volume all the way up. And turn YouTube off. It says your mic's muted down there in the bottom left-hand corner. Oh,
They're gone again.
Wow.
I think it's an internet
Okay.
connection.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Sergio
But,
heard him say hello too, Michelle, so it wasn't just me.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Clean the wax out of your ears.
Oh, so anyway, guess what's happening in 2 weeks?
What?
What?
Hello.
There he is again. Yeah, you're good now. Speak.
Can't
And
hear anybody.
yeah, I hear you.
Oh, YouTube.
We hear you now.
Barely
Yeah,
hear you.
real low.
Very low. See if I can do mic. Edit. Let's do that.
What's
going
happening?
on?
2
Yeah, what's
weeks.
happening?
Let's see. So I adjusted your mic settings on my end and see if that. Can you say something?
Didn't hear anything.
Yeah, it's really low. It says it can't hear anything.
Huh. I don't know. Well,
Man,
what I
I've
was
seen him around a lot too. I wanted to hear what he had to say.
Yeah, for sure.
He has some good comments too.
Yes. Has a good channel.
Hey, you be you. I'll be me.
welcome.
He said you get married in 2 weeks? You didn't tell us about that. Michelle, you there?
Anybody said that?
Hello, all. Nice to see you. You're getting married?
UBU said that because she said what happens in 2 weeks, and he said, "Are you getting married?"
I was like, me? No. We are going to have a new president.
Yes, we are.
What?
We talked about this, Chuck. The election's in 2 weeks. It's November 7th.
Yes.
Isn't that funny when you're not a part of politics that you don't know this stuff because we don't follow it?
No. That's gonna be 2024.
2024 is when they take office.
Inauguration day. Yeah.
Oh,
Inauguration.
okay.
Yeah, election is the
November
at the end.
prior.
Yeah, it's at the end of the year of 2023.
Yeah.
It's so the president on his way out can do all kinds of executive orders, and then the people
Right.
just be like, yeah, I knew he was going to do this on his way out. Yeah.
Yeah, the president-elect or something.
Because they take over office. They took over office January, I don't know, 16th or whatever, January something.
Yeah, all the world's a stage. Yeah, restart your phone. Try it again.
But anyway, I just thought I'd talk about that because I talked to Sergio this morning and he was like, no. And I said, I just talked to Chuck about it the other day and he was like, no. And I was like, yeah.
Who's ever seen Total Recall, the movie? And the guy's like, Arnold Schwarzenegger's dressed up as a woman. And he's like, 2 weeks. I don't know if anybody remembers that. That's what came to my mind with 2 weeks on the long pause.
Is that where he says, "Get your ass to Mars"?
No, it's where he takes off his helmet and throws it at the guys, and the helmet looks at him and goes, "Surprise!" and blows up, and then that's your first suction
Oh my gosh.
suction scene, if you will. People going out the window.
Who's running? Come on, Boo. You know who's running. It's going to be the chosen one.
The chosen one.
I don't know. You got RFK and the Miss saying that they're both corrupt and control both parties, so who knows where that's going to go.
Look what Angie said. She said, "I will not be getting a president due to personal reasons."
Same here, Ange. As you know, we don't believe in one or the other, one side or the other. We all know they're all puppets and they're all from the same side.
They're all Antichrist. And
Yeah, we're one whole year off here, Michelle. They just, Carla Kay said the elections next year, and then they take place in the 25th or 2025.
No. Nope.
Okay. Well, I don't follow elections anymore too much, but I knew it was coming up because they're making us think.
Biden. The election was 2020. Biden took over in 2020, and then 4 years later is 2024. So it's the year of 2024 in January. That's when they take over.
So there we go. We're on even years.
We're on even years, not 2025, Danny.
Yeah. No, it wasn't Danny.
Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny how we're all confused because we don't follow it? So, you know what I mean? You don't hear the debates, you don't hear this, you don't do that, because we don't follow politics because we know they're all bullshit. So, whoops, sorry, did I say that? But anyway, everybody's like, I don't think so. No, he took office in 2020. The election was in 2020.
Yeah.
Right. Time is moving fast.
No, I think it was in 2021 now that I think about it, because Trump was still in the office in 2020. He was part of Warp Speed and all that crap. And then that's when the election was in 2020.
He took office in 2021.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's January 1st is when the actual they take, but they're elected in November.
Everybody look on your calendar on your phone, and it will tell you what November 7th is.
I'm going to go to mine right now. Let's see if Apple's lying to me. Election day, November 7th. You're right.
That Storm says she just looked it up as next year. I thought it was next year too, but
yeah, they take off
2024.
Years.
Everybody knows Trump was going to get elected in 2024. I'm telling you guys.
No, but we vote in November of 2024. Storm's right.
We vote in November 2024.
Yeah. January 20th.
No way.
Inauguration day of 2025.
January 20th, 24.
Anyway.
You vote in 2023, but not for the presidential election. I mean, we vote every year or two, but it's not the presidential election.
Well, what do we vote every year for?
Your local people. Every 2 years, every year.
Every 2 years, yep.
Your governors every 2 years, right?
Yes. Well, some governors are 4 years.
Midterm, yes.
Yeah. Senators are every, I think, 6 years, and Congress is every 2 years.
Somebody look it up and confirm it.
And governors, I think, varies by state. Most of them are either 4 or 6 years.
You know, we should know this. This is a lot more important than thinking.
January 20th, 2021, Joe Biden took office. So the next president, January 20th, 2025, will take office on Inauguration Day. So it will be next fall is the election.
Right.
So whatever's going on this year.
Why does it always say that Trump was going 2024?
Well, that will be him running in 2024 for the 2025 taking of office. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they start him out a little bit early, so now we got him still going through all the bullshit. Do you know his favorite person? I don't know if anybody's seen this. That one lady flipped. She's now saying, the lady that came out of nowhere and was like, "Oh, this is how Hugo Chavez stayed in power," and da-da-da with the voting machines. Now she's going against Trump supposedly. So just a flippy floppy world, you know. If you guys know who I'm talking about, Sidney Powell.
Yeah, Sage was there and then he left again. Sidney Powell was, I consider, a hoax. I don't know.
She came out of nowhere and was like, the voting machines. And then now she's like, I'm pleading guilty.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
There he is.
Okay,
Oh,
now
nice.
we're hearing you. Good show.
Finally. How's everybody's day today?
We're good, man. How you doing?
I'm okay. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
Oh, we're talking about something that's not real.
We were running out of things to say. We needed somebody to come on here.
Nice. Almost got my account taken down the other day. I left like a anti-SEMITE message, and they sent me a statement.
Oh yeah.
Just from comment? Just
You know,
from
one of
comment?
those. Yeah, you know, one of those like got it. If you send like a comment or spam, or if they see that you're something, they send. It's on one of my videos. You see, like it says "got it."
Mhm.
So I never clicked on that "got it" thing, so I keep getting that pop up. So yeah, I left a comment like because I was watching a video of some group praying against the wall, and then I was like, "How come you guys pray against the wall? It looks like you're humping." Right, and then I guess that was anti, you know what?
That's crazy.
Yeah, so you gotta watch what you say, like because people report comments, right? So I don't know. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like YouTube is so you can't leave any comments. Like they're definitely watching my comments in my videos.
They watch comments, and I've heard of channels being taken down just over comments.
Yeah, it was just a warning, right? Like they definitely do watch people.
Oh yeah.
Well, I know Stupid is going through the same thing. He said that they're ready to take down his channel just for him putting out comments saying that they're going to get him for hate speech.
Yeah,
Well-
that's what it was. It was some hate speech thing.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
make like, I think it's that anti word, you know, Semite word that they don't
Mhm.
they don't want you talking about a certain group. I
Yeah.
think that's what it is.
Exactly.
Because that was
definitely
the
is.
last message that I left, and I was like, because I've been on YouTube for a while, and I leave like some
Well,
messages.
It can be
that they don't
anything anti-establishment, because back in 2012, me and my brother were hardcore about, trying to wake people up, and he knew about the Smith-Munn Act way back then. And he would get stuff deleted just by telling people about that. It was like too much truth. Maybe he used an F word here and there, and that kind of maybe helped stream along the process of, getting them whatever, but straight up over comments, channels deleted, not videos, not none of that stuff.
Yeah, because people complain about comments and they'll report the comment. If you get a lot of reports on your comments, I think that's how they get an excuse to delete your account. Even I think the comments section in your videos, even if people leave certain comments, I think even that's why they take down specific videos.
There's keywords. Yeah,
I know,
certain
yeah.
keywords.
Exactly.
And just talked about, stuff with comments, getting warnings, and I've had them myself.
I've left comments before that were just immediately gone as soon as I pushed the reply button. And
Well, yeah, especially when you go back and edit them and you can't edit them and you're like, oh, why can't I edit my own comment? That's because it was deleted.
That's crazy. Real quick, I just want to get this out of the way. I have said two disinformation things today. So I want to apologize about the presidential thing. Okay, so I'm out of tune here, there, and Cormac not being combat, not being Cormac. So I do apologize, guys. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, so just want to let you know that.
Fake news alert.
Fake news.
They wouldn't be having presidential debates a year early. And they're having.
Well, I haven't seen any, so I was just going by 2020 and 2024.
Yeah.
Hey, all
They
the
have
world's a
had
stage, man. I wanted to ask you. Yeah, I mean, I've seen you around for a long time. It's good to hear your voice. But what about your? I like your avatar about the Antarctic Treaty. You want to tell us about that?
What do you want to know about it? That they have a treaty. All these countries that are on this treaty are pretty much involved in everything that's happening around the world. That's my opinion. They're all family.
That's
They're all
huge, man.
related,
Yeah.
right?
That's huge, man. People don't seem to understand that when they talk about China, Russia, and the Middle East and all of this. I mean, they're
They're
all
all
in on it.
related. It doesn't matter what they look like. They're all related. Chinese,
Right.
Oh yeah.
Italian, Portuguese, Canadian, USA. It doesn't matter. Like you're American, you're South American. They're all family.
They're all
They all you see like they all show it's their hand signals, right? And their symbols
Yeah.
and the phoenix, what the hawk means behind the hawk, like the bird that you guys have in the States there. I don't know if you guys are all from the States. I'm from Canada and we have a maple leaf. And if you actually look at it, it looks like if you look at the maple leaf and how they designed it, there's a triangle in between another triangle that's flipped. So like these like they're all family. They change the flags for their own representation, right? So yeah, they're all related. The whole like treaty is, I don't know, it's so they can cause war, confusion, and split us
Fear.
up, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
fear is
fear.
a big one.
Yeah, man, divide and conquer. That's like the oldest trick in the book.
Yeah. The Art of War by Sun Tzu, right? You got to know your
Yeah.
enemy. If you don't know your enemy, you're
yeah.
never going to know what they're doing, right? And a lot of people are kind of ignorant to that. If you don't, I know history is bullshit, but you got to know their history and what they're doing, right?
Know what they believe. Yeah.
Exactly. You don't have to be a
Yeah.
Freemason to understand what Freemasonry is. Even Freemasons don't even know the background behind Freemasons, right? They don't
Right.
know that when you get to the top, you worship the devil, right? This is stuff
Right.
that we learn, like reading their books, right?
Yeah, think about
gets
all the
really deep.
501c3 churches that none of them study the enemy. If you tried to ask any of them in these 501c3 churches about Freemasons and the people that rule us, none of them know. They don't study the enemy. I mean, they're
A
controlled.
lot of them they are them, right? So a lot of
Yeah.
these churches are them, right? It
Absolutely.
doesn't matter. They're Zionists. Like they just
Mhm.
create a group of people or a religion to split everybody. Like that's what they created for us to hate each other.
Yep. See, Captain Caveman just jumped in. Good to see you.
Hi, Captain. Good to see you. You know what's happening in 2 weeks, Captain? Nothing.
Nothing.
It's still voting day, election day. It's just not presidential election day.
Right.
Okay, Brian. I'm kidding.
Oh, he dropped out.
So go out and let your voice be heard, people. Make sure you cast your vote. Cast your power out to your favorite
Wave your flag.
mouthpiece.
Call your congressman. Do whatever you can. Because that'll work.
That's so important what he mentioned about knowing. You have to study your enemy.
Absolutely.
And even politics, we know how fake it is, but the political system will bring in that final world leader. They're going to use the political system to do it.
Right.
What
Yeah, I
happened,
just
man?
got
Did you get
cut
booted?
out. Yeah, I just got cut out. I didn't
Watch out,
even hear
Michelle
what
will
you guys were
beat you.
saying.
Michelle.
That's okay. If I talk too much, I'll just cut off the mic.
No,
you're
you're
good.
I'll
fine.
cut off my own mic.
No, we're glad to have you
Yeah,
on here.
it's good
so-
to hear from you.
Yeah,
for
it
sure.
really
Yeah,
is.
I don't really like going on these live feeds because who knows like what these guys want to do with these because they'll do anything to kick people out, right? If we say a certain thing or this or that, like they
I'll-
check your eye. Yeah.
Nah. I mean, they should have kicked us all out at one point or another.
I mean, they take a video or 2 years down when we start harping too long on some subject, but as long as we're just bouncing around, it seems that they stay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make like another like a side account because I got a weird feeling that they're gonna do something with this one. Like I've had this one for years and I didn't make any videos, nothing, and then I started seeing like stuff was getting even worse. So I was like, okay, I'll just put a couple of videos out. Maybe it'll catch somebody's eye. Now I'm like getting watched over here for the videos that I'm making. Like it's ridiculous. I'm not scared. I don't really care. But I mean, like these guys, they're doing it. They're overdoing it. Like people are going on YouTube and they're talking about gang stalkers and TIs and their TIs and then you come on YouTube and it's they're stalking you on YouTube too. So I don't know.
Right. I wanted to say real quick, welcome Rhonda, welcome Captain, welcome Honeycut, right? Yeah, the Honeycut. Yeah, I wanted to say hello to you guys and welcome. Anyway, continue on. All
I'm
the
just
world's
curious.
and
No, I'm
William,
just curious to know why Chuck's channel got taken down again.
because
Well, they went back and got the video about the green where I showed green screens, and I
Oh
think it was
yeah.
the ISIS part, where it shows all the, where they had the hostage down on his knees and the
Yeah, the
guy holding
beheading.
a knife to him. Yeah, and all that was green screen. And yeah, they said that it's part of a criminal organization that I'm supporting.
Oh wow.
And yeah, you were mentioning the J word. I've lost 6 channels in the past. I don't know if you know, but
Yeah, I
I've
know
been
you
around for
lost
a long
like
time too.
three
Yeah,
or four
yeah, I'm on my
since
6th
I've been
and stuff.
on.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
a
I've
big
been through a
problem.
couple. Same stuff. Same whatever. My last one was terminated. It says, I got an email. It said like, we terminated your account for severe, I mean, like hate and whatever and all this and whatever. It was like a personalized message. There was no way that thing was even uh it's kind of like that fake person on YouTube, the girl that fakes being Alexa and she calls people and stuff like that.
Oh
It was like
yeah.
that, like a person who could have pretended that, yeah, that came from an algorithm. No, someone hand typed that message to me. Because Chuck, you've got ones that said like basically, don't come back to our platform. You know
I
what I
have.
mean?
I
Right?
got an
Yeah,
email
I've
like
seen that. I've seen that on your feed.
that. Hmm.
I didn't know what that was. I thought it would just meant like as a person. I didn't think it was something on. Yeah, that's
Yeah, they sent
interesting.
me a personal
Yeah, no, they
email.
got
Yeah,
people. A friend of
go
mine, he
ahead.
does cybersecurity, right, for a
Hmm.
company, and like I think he's a freaking stalker because he goes on Facebook and stalks people. And yeah, they definitely have people hired that are doing the jobs. I don't think it's AI. I think it's people that are sitting there with their phones, like 10 phones in front of them and reading people's
The
messages.
AI
I don't think
flags
it's
them
a
with
full
trigger
AI thing
words,
that they're
and
doing.
then it kicks it. Yeah, it gets them with trigger words, and then it kicks it over to a person they hire. You know what I mean? Like you're talking
Yeah, I
about.
agree. Yeah, they YouTube since they got bought out by Google, they've been doing all this bullshit. It wasn't
Yeah.
like this at the beginning.
Yeah, well, I've been trying to tell everybody to everybody share their channels, and if we all get to know each other for the most part, then if somebody gets taken down, like I just put up a new channel, and everybody shares it, and I get my channel back. So
Yeah.
YouTube doesn't want people to be connected like that. I think that's why they keep us in an echo chamber.
yeah,
Yeah, everything's compartmentalized. Even our families are compartmentalized.
right.
Definitely.
And I think the more that we can get out the truth, the better. Even though we are in an echo chamber, um, we like staying small. I really do. I really love staying small. Um, you know,
And YouTube helps with that.
yeah, YouTube keeps me stationary. I've had on my main channel. I've never. I've gotten millions of strikes, but I have never. I've only had one channel, so I'm pretty lucky with that. Um, but I've been doing more. Well, doing my lives on my backup, and it seems to be bring in more people, and I don't know.
Doing well.
Well,
No,
the
it worked
president for
because
YouTube. Go ahead. Sorry.
no, go ahead. I was just gonna say, no, it's great that you have this going.
Yeah, well, the YouTube president, you guys remember they were in front of Congress or something, and they explained about people not being commercially viable, and then censoring like flat Earth. And if anybody has that video, the link to that video where it's that woman, what's her name, Wiki or something on YouTube. I had it somewhere, but I can't remember where it is now. But yeah, something about if you're not commercially viable, if you're not advertising, if you're not making money from YouTube, then they don't have any use for you.
Yeah, well, I got a notice on my channel. I don't know. It's been, I guess, close to 3 years now that if you didn't produce a certain number of videos, that they would take your channel down because you weren't economically viable to them.
Really?
And nothing's happened since. So who knows?
Right now, we forgot to do it. I'm putting in the chat my third channel, Fake Until Proven Real. If you guys will please sub to it, that would be great. I am going to promote that because I really need to get a little bit more subs on it and start doing more on the channel itself. If you guys want to sub to it, that'd be great. Anybody else wants to go ahead and promote their channel, please, every week, no matter what, don't hesitate. Post that link. Everybody's equal here. So that's why everybody has, a rent. Yep. You want to share a video, something very important, or you want to share your channel, whatever, go ahead and share it, because you will not offend us whatsoever at any given time doing that.
As long as you're not a stalker, and certain people are.
Well, yeah, as long as you're not a troll, and so far I know everybody here is not a troll. Oh, hi, Jen. How are you, love? Good to see you.
All the world's a stage, man. Do you put out videos? I think I might be. I try to sub to everybody that subs me, but I can't remember. Do you share videos?
Yeah, now and then.
Okay.
I gotta make another account because I think if I make these videos that I'm thinking of, my account's gonna get taken down. And then
Don't worry about it, man. I'll share it. I'll share it. Yeah, I'll share it, man. We can get people. That's what I was telling you. If everybody shares, if people lose their channel, just make another one.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But I think they take your channels down because of your IP address. Because once they figure out that your IP, because they know already our IPs just by signing in. If you have a VPN, I think it's harder for them to trace you. But I don't have that. They don't.
IP address, and you can't get on with at that IP address. You can't get on with anything. They can't.
Yeah, exactly. You would have to change your service provider because they give you a new IP once you change your service provider. They can't use the same one. At least here where I am. I don't know where about you guys.
Same.
If the same thing is like that, it should be.
And your IP address is actually your physical address as well.
Yeah. Everybody's got their
VPNs are owned by China, so all your information is relayed through China. So that's what I know about some VPNs and stuff like that. Me and my brother have talked about this. They want to know who you are. They know who you are.
The
VPN is just to give a person who thinks that they have that security, and that's all it is.
Yeah.
The key word in VPNs is virtual. It's a virtual private network, which means it's not really private.
Yeah. Dub and I went back and forth like a couple years ago. He was like, VPNs are nothing but bullshit, and he was trying to tell me that, and I was like, okay, I gotta listen. I finally listened. I wasn't never using VPNs, but yeah, they're just.
Yeah, all the world's a stage, man. When you make another channel, maybe put a number or something at the end, because I tried to search. Yeah, you're not going to be able to search for that kind of channel.
No, you can't find mine. You go on, you can't find it at all. It's definitely because they had other channels that were made after mine. You can find those channels and you can't find mine. And mine is specifically just because it's all the world the stage. Now they have music, live bands and stuff making it, and you can't find my channel at all. Yeah, I'll definitely. I don't know. I don't have time for this shit, but I feel like sometimes there's a lot of bullshit out there that people need to watch. It's just that when you feel like somebody should know something, maybe you put out a video, right? And it helps. I think it helps because then you have all these, you got a live like this, and then you have all your other channels that are connected, right? And then somehow those videos will pop up on the other channel. So it's worth. People need to know what's going on, but a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah, man. If you can reach just one person, and think about it, the shares. If somebody shares it with someone, because a lot of we don't know who shares what you get out. You know, I mean, if you could just wake one person up, it's kind of worth it.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Well, I just subbed. So there's a lot of people I don't sub to, and I don't understand why I don't, but I do. I've been learning from Chuck because Chuck's like, I sub to everybody that subs.
I do. I do.
Well, it builds your numbers too, right? Because then they see your videos and they see your messages. I noticed that when you leave messages or if you make a video, and you have like all these channels under your subs, then your videos will go to those channels. Depends on how freaking YouTube covers everything up because they hide all
Yeah,
your
they've
videos
changed
too,
it up a
right?
little bit. Yeah, they're not doing it as much anymore. The
It's a good
algorithm's
platform.
definitely in our favor.
Yeah, it's a good platform, but they're definitely on everybody now.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever go on BitChute?
Well,
BitChute and Odyssey are pretty good about not censoring.
Yeah,
But
BitChute junked though, Chuck. I told you the first day I put that video on, I can't comment and I can't thumbs up people's stuff. It takes my thumbs away as soon as I push it on your comment, and then as soon as I try to comment to you and press send, it'll just sit there and it'll never send. And that was the first day, the first video I uploaded. It won't work. I'll actually put that in the whatchamacallit right now, so people can go see it. This video, first video I ever uploaded to BitChute, they locked me from talking and from anything. I got to put that video on. That was it. I can't make comments. I can't thumbs up. I can't do nothing.
Yeah, BitChute is definitely doing what YouTube's doing. And
I'd
what's
like
that
to
other
ask
one?
Stage
Rumble?
a question.
Is that?
I'd like to ask Stage a question.
He's calling you Stage.
Yeah.
He always
Oh,
cuts
hey,
it.
what's up?
I-
Sure.
What's your viewpoint on AI?
Artificial intelligence.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, there always has to be somebody repairing whatever it is that they're using that is AI. So there's somebody that's inputting anything from AI. There's no way that AI can think for itself. They're putting the information in it, right? So like for
Yeah.
example, like the quantum computer is AI, right? Only thing
Yeah.
it's controlling is the internet. It's not controlling our minds.
Uh,
Well, maybe now it is because of all the towers that are there and whatever they're beaming towards us through radio waves, because that technology exists. So like artificial intelligence, I think, has always been around. I don't believe that it's something new.
Well, I personally think it's just a program, same as everything else. And they call it AI, and a lot of the bigger channels demonize it, and or put out fear that AI is going to take over the world and kill all the people. And it's just a program. And ChatGPT was introduced as a AI program. It was it was written by someone just like someone writes every program, and it was just a sophisticated program, but it's still just a program that someone wrote.
can I give my opinion on AI real quick?
Yeah.
I think that it's used to cover for like a higher type of intelligence. They use it as, it's not artificial intelligence. I believe that other sources of whatever higher intelligence will speak through it. Kind of like, like the Ouija board or something. And Dub, I know you're not really on board with stuff like that, but that's kind of what I think. I believe that it's like certain fallen entities that rule. I mean, they're going to masquerade as artificial intelligence. Like, you guys seen that movie with Will Smith? What was it called? About the AI, the big brain?
iRobot?
iRobot, there you go. And I think that they're going to use that, but it's not really artificial intelligence, because if anybody's ever seen that Geordie Rose, he did a thing talking about AI, saying that these like H.P. Lovecraft type entities are going to come in, and they don't care about us. They're kind of like how you don't care about an insect, like an ant. But I don't know. There's a whole lot of stuff to that. But I think Dub, I think you're right in the fact that it's a program that artificial intelligence is not going to get smarter. But I think it's like a red herring.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I think AI is being controlled by underground, and they send out their troops through like cloning technology, like automatons. And you
Mhm.
know, like how they talk about the giants. I think the giants were robots
Right?
because I don't think that they can recreate what how we are created. I think that they can just mimic the
They can
creation, right?
copy it. Yeah, they can't
Yeah,
create it.
exactly. So AI is being programmed, like you guys are saying, which I agree. I don't think it's an actual like intelligent. I think someone
Right.
else is controlling it, like a higher, like what you're saying. I agree.
AI is
And they're trying
anti-intellectual.
to control us through our cell phones, the towers, through all that frequency, and which I think is possible for them to do because our brains are mapped out like a computer, right?
Hmm.
So like we're like silicone based life forms in a way, and so are computers, right? So I think they're more advanced than they're telling us, and they're way more ahead. And I think a lot of people who aren't tapped into like, like people didn't clue in that 9/11 was an inside job, right? I think those people are just under mass mind control in a way that they may never get out of it. And I think that's being controlled through our like the towers, right? Or we're just being influenced like
The
with the
media.
TV. That's the matrix, right? AI.
Hmm.
I agree with what you guys are saying 100%.
What'd you say, Dub? What were you gonna say?
Is the media is the one that puts out all the information that everybody clings to, and except in small groups like we are here, uh, they never hear our side of anything. They only hear what the media tells them to hear,
Mhm.
and that's where we're on an uphill climb all the way.
Well, this
Yeah.
world loves the foolishness. They don't love anything of truth. So therefore, yeah, they're not going to
Right.
listen to
That's
what we
why
have to say. They're going to
that's why
love
when
all
you're
that.
arguing, sorry to interrupt again, when you're arguing with someone and you're trying to get them to realize what's happening, they won't realize it because they're so far deep in the matrix where they don't know how to unplug themselves from it, right? So when they tell you like reality where we walk outside and you look up and that's the matrix and they're saying we're in the matrix. No, that's bullshit. Yeah, in a way we are, but it's because of our cell phones and the internet. If we didn't have this, like people who were born before the 90s know like what's going on. Anyone who was born after the 90s kind of like know, but it's very hard for them to go back. And you see a lot of the younger generation in the 2000s don't really go back to what's happening because they're so stuck in the matrix, which is their cell phone, right? Or
Yeah.
their tablets.
It's a great point, man.
They're
Yeah.
not going to be able. Yeah, sorry.
No, you're fine. Keep going.
No.
No, no,
Yeah.
I'm
So you're
done. I'm done.
telling me you're not going to wait in line for the new iPhone Titanium 15 on its release date?
I didn't even know that the iPhone went to 15. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
they're on 15 now.
So like you see how they're on 15? They could have had 15 20 years ago, right? But they tell us it's like, "Oh, cell phones are new." There's no camera on my cell phone. Maybe they should have a camera on their cell phone. You wait 2 years, there's a camera on your phone, right? This is not new technology. This is old. Very, 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 very old.
Does anybody go back to Dick Tracy
Yeah.
and his radio watch?
Mhm. Predictive
Could it be
programming.
that they had them when they did Dick Tracy,
Oh yeah, for sure they did.
and we get them when in the in the late 90s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I
think that's a
heard
great topic. AI is a good topic. We haven't talked about that yet, I don't think.
No, it's just been an interest of mine lately. I've been following AI when I see a AI mention or somebody talks about it.
Let me find that Geordie Rose. Keep going, Dub. I'm gonna find a video about AI and I'm gonna share it, Michelle.
That
We
one
need to play.
movie,
Okay.
I Pet Goat, right? Isn't that what that's called?
iPad Go what?
I Pet Goat. Isn't that those movies, the Antichrist stuff?
Yeah.
All right. I was just thinking we brought up iRobot earlier. We got iRobot and I Pet
Yeah.
Goat.
That's a good point, Brian. Very good point. Very.
I
See,
never understood that iPet Go thing.
well, I've had it. I've seen different people explain it. Yeah.
I know that they made some like big deal out of it, that the guy who posted that video, he took it down. No longer and it was taken down after the Georgia Guidestones. I don't know what any of this stuff means. Like these guys all talk in code. I don't know what they're talking about. And
A
then
lot
the
of
Israel,
symbolism.
Right. Yeah.
yeah, it is, yeah.
Too much symbolism for me is too confusing. I can do some numbers and stuff like that, but then I get, then I'm like,
Yeah.
I think it's a
It's in the
trap.
comments.
Yeah, you
Go ahead.
can't let the numbers and things like that overwhelm you. Like some
Exactly.
Zachary Hubbard stuff. No. No.
Well, Pee Wee Herman.
yeah.
I'm just kidding. That's what I heard. I don't know who these people are. I hear like they that's why I got the name All the World's a Stage too, because I heard that they're all actors, so they all portray as different celebrities, and then one celebrity will portray the other one to cover up something,
Right.
Well,
and then another one, yeah.
I think they're all actors. Everybody famous is an actor. I don't care who you are. If you are famous in any sort of way, you're an actor. Your politicians, your government, anything.
You paid a price to get there.
Your musicians, your actors, your commercials, that's
Yeah, I think a lot of them are robots too, like in a way, because
what's that?
they've got that hive mind, right? Like the AI thing that we were talking about.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them are under some sort of, I don't know if they're actual automatons or some of them are, or they're heavily brainwashed that they don't even know what they're doing, right? Some of them are definitely like agents, like Manchurian Candidate.
Like avatars.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because that's essentially
Yeah.
what like when we talk about like like something that's being taken over by an evil spirit, right? That's an avatar, no? Like if somebody's
Yeah.
possessed, to me,
Right.
that's what I think it is. That's why that movie Avatar is like there's some stuff they reveal in it, but I mean like that movie is it's really odd.
Kind of like a host body, like the aliens. They need a host body.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly. Yeah.
And I know in the scripture it talks about when Jesus was walking the earth, where someone had like an evil spirit in him, and he like cast it out, but the guy didn't get right, or he went back and like 7 more even eviler than that one came back and entered into his body. But it's just, all throughout history we've heard about people being possessed. You have possession, oppression, all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah.
But Michelle, you might want to just go to the 5 minute. It starts getting good around the 5 minute mark. But I know some people have probably seen this. But if you haven't seen this, this is pretty interesting.
Okay, here we go.
Better than you, no matter what it is. And I could sell that to your employer for, say, $15 and make a profit instead of having to pay you $100,000 a year. Now imagine that was true for every single job. So that's what we're talking about here, is a complete and utter transformative change that of the likes of which has never been seen before in the history of humanity, making the Industrial Revolution look like a little tiny blip on the path that humans have taken from when we emerged from the ooze a few billion years ago. We are right on the verge of that transition now. So this guy, Rich Sutton, is one of the most famous people in the academic world of AI. And like many, when asked, when will this happen? He says things like this. 25% chance within 13 years of this thing that I'm talking about. When you think about what you read on the news, CNN, BuzzFeed, whatever, they're all kind of the same nowadays. Think about how unimportant that thing is that you're reading if this is true. Yeah? So what does this have to do with aliens? So Sam Harris, who I quite admire, is a very interesting guy, was reciting this parable at a TED Talk that he was giving, and it goes something like this. So say I'm the President of the United States. So I receive this message from the heavens. So my microwave dish, my SETI dish, finally captures something. And what it says is, in 50 years, or 13 years, we're coming
13.
to your planet.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be ready. Now, just imagine what would happen if that happened. A super intelligent alien race beamed down a message to all of us Earthlings saying, we're coming July 13th, 2030, and boy, you better be ready because the mothership is landing right on the front lawn of the White House or wherever you wanted to land on that day. The amount of resources
Hey,
that would
pause
be
it real quick in a
marshaled to
second,
try to
Michelle.
figure out.
Brian, I know you noticed the guy's shirt. The Kindred has the Ouroboros and stage. You guys, have you guys heard this before?
Well, the symbol on the wall right there inside the octagon is something of its own. You know what I mean? Or is that the octagon? 1, 2, the hexagon, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? That T in there. You know.
Yep.
That's just a symbol they love too. But and then him starting to talk about aliens and stuff. I mean, come on now, bro.
Oh, it gets good here in a minute.
Can I say something about that octagon?
Yep.
If
Yes.
you look at it and you put the lines together, like the top point down to the third point, so you have 1, 2, 3 to the left, and then if you put that left down point there to the right and you bring it back to the top, and then you do the same thing upside down, what is that? So you got 2 diamonds, one is up, one is down, right? So it's like, and then what's the T? I don't know what the T stands for. But I'm just saying, like, if you look at like I was saying earlier, if you look at the Canadian flag, it's the same thing. You match the points on the maple leaf, and you see it's a diamond up, like a triangle up, and a triangle down. So you get
Kind of like the Star of David too, in a lot of ways.
But it's the Star of David, but it's actually the Red Cross, right? The red shield, and that's a Rothschild symbol. So the Star of David is actually a Rothschild symbol. I don't know if you guys knew that. Sorry to interrupt.
There's a lot of stuff. No, you're good.
That's what I see in that. I don't know what the T stands for and the triangles next to it. I just think that's a pyramid, but I don't know what the T is. Maybe Thor? I don't know.
No, I
Go
see
ahead, Michelle.
Tesla's vehicle. Yeah, just like comment Tesla. T for Tesla.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm
Michelle.
no,
okay.
I was addressing someone in the chat. Hi, Tommy. Good to see you. I wanted to say hello. Glad you could be here. One day you're going to have to come on with us. I just wanted to say that live. Hopefully, hopefully one day you will come on because I would really love to hear what you have to say.
This is a live exercise.
Yeah, it's a live exercise. But yeah, I would totally love to have you on here, and I just wanted to say welcome, UBU. Yeah, so thanks for being here. Anyway, let's continue on.
What to do would encompass the whole world. AI is just like that. So when this thing that I'm talking about happens, it's going to be exactly the thing that you're thinking about those super intelligent AIs. So the one thing I can tell you is they're not going to be like us. So alien means, different. These things that we're building are not going to be people. They might be really smart, they might be really good at all sorts of different things, but they're not going to be like us. They're going to be aliens. And they're going to be, I'm sorry to say, way smarter than every single person in this room in ways that we can't even comprehend. So this, of course, triggers a lot of alarm. One of the guys who talks about this is Elon, who says things like this, like, when you do this, beware, because you think, just like the guy in the stories, that when you do this, you're going to put that that little guy in a pentagram, and you're going to have your holy water out, and you're going to wave it at the thing, and by God, it's going to do exactly what you say and not one thing more, but it never works out that way. So this is an attitude that some are having, this emerging alarmism about the way this is going to go. But these words, demons, doesn't capture the essence of what's happening here. I don't know if any of you are turn-of-the-century weird fiction fans, but there's this guy named H.P. Lovecraft, who's a very famous American weird fiction author. And he espoused a view which is called cosmicism. And the essence of cosmicism is cosmic indifference. So what he was saying is basically, yes, there are these massively intelligent entities out there, but they're not good, they're not evil. They just don't give a shit about you even in the slightest. The same way that you don't care about an ant is the same way they're not going to care about you. And these things that we're summoning into the world now are not demons, they're not evil, but they're more like the Lovecraftian great old ones. There are entities that are not necessarily going to be aligned with what we want. So this transition is really, really massively important for our entire species to navigate. And going back to that thing that Sam Harris was saying, nobody is paying attention. This thing is happening in the background while people bicker about politics and what's going to be in the healthcare plan in the US. And underneath it all is this rising tsunami that, if we're not careful, is going to wipe us all out. So, on that pleasant note, we're hiring people to try to make something like this happen.
That's pretty much it.
Of course, you know, this is a very...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, they're not evil, but they don't care about us. We're like ants to them. It's like, come on. They're way smarter than them.
I think that's just a cop-out for them to kill people for no reason at all. So they have an excuse.
Right.
That's why when you have like some dummy in office and like he's supporting another country and he's giving billions away, like I think it's like 9.5 billion. I don't want to say who, but you guys know who I'm talking about. And then people in his own country that he sent into his country.
First one. I don't know what
that?
The current one is.
I think honestly, man, if Trump comes back, and ladies and gentlemen, if Trump comes back, I think, oh man, this is gonna be interesting. That's all I gotta say.
You know, and that's what I wanted to talk about, even though I thought he was coming back quicker than I thought. So we could talk about that next year, but I'm just kidding. I really think that he's going to be what I heard years ago when he was in office that he would be the last standing president in the United States, supposedly. I mean, they're all
Trump. The last Trump.
And, I think why my thinking of that is I think whoever said that is correct, because I think that the U.S., Canada, and Mexico are actually going to finally come together, and then there's going to be like the leader of that, what do you call that, district. So I can see that happening.
Yeah, well,
North American Union.
Exactly.
You know, my thought process is that so they had to get as many followers. Okay, they had to bring someone in like him. I mean, because he flipped. I mean, there was a lot of people that were tricked, like myself, in the beginning. But there's so many people that just, I mean, look at him as like this idol that he's gonna save us. Okay, and then they take him out of office and they throw in, you know, Biden, which is like the worst president. So that makes everybody really despise the government. And then they turn around and then they're going to bring him back because they need all those followers. You know, they got to do the Q movement, and and bring everybody. They've got to bring someone in so strong that everybody are gonna just bow down to, and I think he's the one to do it.
It's going to have a following.
Yeah, I
totally agree.
Even though
I
I thought
agree.
it was going to be within 2 weeks, it's going to be another year. I'm just kidding.
I'm also would say I wouldn't be surprised because of all that. It sounds like a move that they did. I wasn't around, but the whole JFK thing. Like I think it's going to represent that.
They say he's coming back. Actually, the QAnon folks believe that all his death was faked, and he's actually coming back.
Well,
I mean, they really believe this.
They believe RFK Jr. is coming back.
yeah, not
Yeah.
No, they believe they believe the
JFK
one that died
Jr.
in the plane crash too.
The son, right?
Well, you got
Yes.
the guy that has
Yeah.
like
talking
he
about.
can't
We're all-
talk.
We're,
He
we're all on
just
the same page.
he just had a thing in Philadelphia. One of the RFK or whatever.
I can tell you guys like who like my research and who these guys are that they fake their death. I'm surprised you guys don't know.
Let's
There's
hear it,
like
man.
if you
That's why
go
you
on,
know.
okay, I'll tell you a channel where I learned a lot of my things, like my stuff, like MCRs, like regions. We're surrounded by like military control and we don't know, and like that's why I say these guys are all actors, right? There's a channel that I watch. They talk about like how Donald Trump is a character and how he's like two different people and he's got a double. I don't want to say who because I don't want this live to get taken down. But I mean, if you guys go on the channel Eden versus John,
What's the channel, man? And I'll search it and I'll share it. What's the
Eden versus John, and he recently has a video that's that he exposes. He's got a lot of videos that he exposes these like the military controlled regions and how we're surrounded by it. He exposes the characters, our presidents, prime minister. He's in the States, so most of his exposes like American stuff. So it's up to you if you guys want to check it out.
yeah, what's the name of the channel?
Eden versus John. So
Eden? Spell that.
Yeah.
Spell it.
EDENVS space John. JOHN.
JOHN? Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry.
No,
I got it right here.
Just know I'm not worried about getting taken down. So the only thing I ask not to talk about it is the CV. Other than that, because that's what always gets me taken down. Other than that, just let it roll. Let it roll.
Sergio beat me to it, man. Good job, Sergio.
Yeah, a lot of these guys are exposed. They're military controlled actors that are under like I don't want to say too much. But anyways, yeah, check it out. Eden versus John, and check out the other channel, the Armchair Priest, and he exposes Donald Trump and who was it, Biden as well.
Sergio, will you do that one too?
Chuck.
Yeah, Sergio, share that one, man. Found
His main name, I'll see if I can find it because it's kind of shadow banned. I don't want to go on something else because I'm gonna get kicked off this. Oh, let me check.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I am not scared.
No, I mean I'm checking on my phone, but I can't go on YouTube and check and then be on the live because I'll get kicked off the live.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay, gotcha.
Like I said, just remember, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. I'm just kidding.
I thought it was called the sharpest tool in the shed.
Or
the sharpest crayon in the box.
Elevator doesn't go to the top floor.
Something like that.
2 fries short of a Happy Meal. Okay.
I don't know, like this one channel, Eden versus John. He's on top of his things because when I used to read about all this, like how they covered up the towers, and then I started realizing, yeah, everything is compartmentalized, and his channel is pretty big for how we're surrounded by military and we don't know it, right?
Right.
And I think he's right because if you look on TV, like how we agree, they're all actors, right? So we're surrounded by these like replacements, and then these guys go out and then they stalk individuals who they feel like can be somebody of interest, right?
So I'm flashing on the screen. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So is there?
Then there's
Certain video.
Is there?
the thing is his videos are long, but yeah, like try his recent one or that Donald Trump one right there, the third one from the left, the top. It's pretty long and you have to read, so I don't know if you guys wanna, but oh, this one's 60
Or we could
minutes.
do it later too. I mean, everybody's sub to it right now. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So
Um,
Chuck can read or Brian. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
there's the other guy that exposes Trump as well. It's his M.H.E. the armchair priest. I don't know if you'll
Armchair
find it. This
priest. I
one,
was trying to look for that armchair priest.
the armchair priest.
The
But I
armchair
think if
priest.
you put M, maybe I should. No, I'll get kicked off.
Well, I think for the most part, we're all pretty aware who Donald Trump is on this, platform
Yeah,
where we're at, this channel.
That's not a big secret.
So from all
I
the other
found it right
channels,
here. MHD, the armchair priest, 686 subscribers.
no.
I think I found it. Oh, that's
Yeah?
not the one.
Let me see.
Here's another one. The arm. This is the second channel.
Yeah, I think you're right. 687 subs. I didn't realize it had that many. That's good. Something like this. That's
Okay.
people got to know this shit. Like I just I look into this stuff, but I just let you guys know. I don't know 100% facts because all this that we learn off of YouTube and the internet, a lot of it is BS too, right? Because they leak
Yeah.
all this information, like the whole UFO thing. If you read a little bit about William Cooper, he says that he found documents about like aliens and UFOs, and he said that those documents were doctored. So anything that we look at, anything that I look at, I always be careful what I'm seeing because I don't know even if any of this is true as well, right? I just use what they say, I guess, discernment, and I look and see, like, you put all the pieces together. When you put all the pieces together, then you're like, oh shit, this
That's
is
a
true.
good point. Yeah.
Well, Cooper said
Well, that's a good attitude, man. I mean, to think that anybody that comes on here and says this is the truth, 100% or whatever, I mean, we all, we're all searching for the same thing, man. You have to, weed through a bunch of BS,
Right.
but it's little bit you get here and there,
Right.
that puts little pieces to the bigger puzzle together.
What were you gonna say, Doug?
Like Dub.
I was going to say that Cooper said that he saw aliens. That he actually physically saw them when he was in the Navy on a ship. So that, to me, kind of discredits a little bit of the Cooper stuff. He did a lot of good stuff, but he also did some questionable stuff.
That's the way they all do it, man. They give you a lot of good stuff, but they
he was definitely one of them.
Well, just like some people say that the election's going to happen in 2 weeks. Just kidding. So do you want me to play this or what do you want me to do?
It's up to you guys. If you guys want to watch it after and then play it on a different time, I don't know, because it's up to you. I think you got to read through it, so I don't know if everyone wants to read it.
How long is it, Michelle?
It's 16. It's 16.
There's a few videos that are.
16 minutes ain't that bad.
Yeah, if somebody wants to see it, can watch it. Everybody's got the info.
Just
now.
take into consideration everything that I watch and see. I use discernment, and I still don't even know if it's true.
Right,
but it makes you think. I'm not
you're not
condoning anything.
Right. Yeah.
But I do see what I see. You put all the puzzle pieces together, and then you figure it on your own, and it'll click in. It'll be like, oh shit.
Right.
So
you're not necessarily promoting the channel. You're promoting some stuff that they're the information.
Right.
Right.
I just feel like people should know some of this.
Right.
Or most of it, or all of it. Up to you what your brain wants.
Right.
We know every single person that we come along, like I'll use Brian or Michelle or Sir or anybody, we all have different perspectives, and different ways of looking at things to lead us all, to the truth. It's good to have different perspectives from different people.
That's why it's good to have discussions like we're having now.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's so important. I'm sorry, Dub.
That's okay.
It's so important. I was just agreeing with you, Dub, that and Chuck, that I'm sure people get tired of the same old people on the panel.
Yeah, it's always good to have some new
I'm sure
perspective.
people get tired of listening to my voice. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, yeah, it's really good to hear someone else. You know, I don't know. I don't think I said that right, but
Yeah, the people that are always in the chat, we'd love to hear from anyone that'd
Yeah.
like to come on and talk with us. Yeah, hearing new voices and new perspective is always good.
Yeah, and we admit, none of us knows everything, but we're not controlled. You know what I mean? We will let anybody that has something to say, and we want to hear from everyone.
yeah. We might be called names, but we're never gonna back down. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say that.
Auto hoaxer.
sticks and stones.
Yes.
Sticks and stones, right? You
Mm-hmm.
you can't be loved by everybody. I'm just kidding.
But it's cool to hear a voice to a channel like All the
Yeah,
World's a Stage, man. I've seen you around a lot. You
Yeah.
comment a lot on my videos, but now it's like you're more of a real person. Not that I didn't think you were before, but you know what I mean. When you see certain
Yeah.
avatars,
For sure. I just didn't. I'm very private, so I don't really like this kind of. But I feel like I don't know. When you got something to say, you can't hold back, right?
right.
right?
And then it's good to know too. Like I watched a video of yours, Chuck, and you actually had a video of yourself, and I'm like, I don't know how you guys post videos of yourself, but I have respect for that because like you don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
Well, it was hard, man. It took me a long time,
It's
and I'll be
very
honest, man.
difficult.
I don't like to be on the camera. I mean, I've never liked to be on the camera, But I mean, sometimes when people get to know you, at least show them that I'm real. That I'm just an average guy. I'm a truck driver. I'm a working stiff. I'm a slave, just like most everybody else is. But I'm trying not to be one.
Yeah, it's let's see here.
They definitely built a wall around everybody, artificial
Oh, yeah.
and real.
Yeah, I just uploaded the avatar of myself. That's me. That's who I am. I mean,
Mine's George Carlin.
the other one was
George
me,
Carlin.
but it was when I looked different a couple years ago.
It's always, it's yeah, it's good. It's
Yeah, time is short. I think that we all know what's coming down the pike. I mean, we're not stupid here. I wanted to say
We're not stupid. Stupid is.
stupid is stupid, but we're not stupid. He's not even here to defend himself.
He was earlier.
I know he was earlier, but he's not here anymore. Or maybe he is. But anyway, there's Cormac. Sorry, hi Cormac.
The real Cormac.
The real Cormac, please stand up. No kidding. But anyway, I don't even know what I was saying. What was I saying?
You were saying,
Oh, just time is short. We've got to have no fear. We can't be fear mongering and being like, oh my God, you have to go to the woods and I'm just it is what it is. We know what's coming. We all are intelligent enough to know what's going on.
Hey,
Huh?
I just want to say, combat veteran. He just put nobody here is stupid. We were just joking. There's a person named Stupid that comes on here,
Yeah, no.
and we always give him a heart.
Combat
That's his name.
we give him a lot of stuff because we give him a lot of shit because we tell him that he's actually
He's
not stupid.
no,
But that's
he's
his name.
not stupid. He makes some really
There he is.
good comments. They're stupid. By the
Yeah.
time you show up,
Yeah, we were
Defend
talking about you,
yourself,
stupid. But we went through months and months of telling him, you're not stupid. Hey, stupid. We kind of felt stupid for calling him stupid. Does that make sense?
No,
It's
what he would do is he would make stupid comments to fill his name. I guess you will. I don't know
Right.
if you guys remember that too.
But I always felt weird calling him stupid. Hey, stupid, welcome.
Yeah, same here because stupid is not stupid. So
There's Cormac. Cormac just jumped in. He's right. Look, he's right by combat veteran. See how their names look alike?
I know.
Combat veteran. Look at
Yeah.
Cormac is right below you. You look like the same. I thought that was his backup channel.
Well, I'm going to have to explain to Cormac. Cormac,
Yeah.
Combat veteran.
Right above you.
He's been coming in, and I've been calling him Cormac because I always thought he was your backup channel. So I would say, hey, welcome, Cormac, and it wasn't you. And we finally figured that all out today. So anyway.
That's funny. They're right over top of each other now. Look.
Yeah.
On the comment section.
Yeah. So anyway, I was giving out disinformation earlier about Cormac and a combat veteran, and the elections in 2 weeks. And,
What's that election thing in 2 weeks? Is that a rumor that's going around? Something going to happen with that donkey in the office over there?
No.
Am I allowed to say that?
No. Okay.
Is there rumors?
No, it's my rumor.
it was.
No, okay, so you got the election in 2020 and you have an election in 2024. So I'm thinking that the election's happening in 2 weeks. So I'm telling everybody, what's happening in 2 weeks is the election, and everybody's correcting me. So it was me that thought the election was in 2 weeks, and it's not until next year.
You know what? I actually thought the same, and it does seem weird that it's not.
See?
I think.
And but I do study like American politics now and then. I know I'm in Canada, but yeah, I was thinking the same too. It does kind of it feels weird, the timeline that we're in, because of what happened, with the thingamajigger that happened the last few years, right? I feel like it sped fast forward in a way. I don't know if you guys feel that way.
Yeah,
or just
I'm
me.
telling you, it seems like it flies by. But at the same time, so yeah, in the beginning of this live, I was, talking about the election in 2 weeks, and everybody's like, what? And I was like, everybody had to prove me wrong, and I was like, okay, I feel stupid now. Nothing towards you, stupid. I'm just kidding. Just teasing. But anyway, no one's laughing.
We're laughing inside.
Oh, okay.
When was the election in 2019?
I thought it was. See,
They take office on the even year, so the new president would take office in January 24th.
but now you know that you were.
No, that'd be 25. No, that's January 25th.
See, that doesn't make sense to me.
He
Doesn't
takes
to me
office
either.
January 24th, which means the elections are November 23.
See, I feel.
No. It's the 20. It's next year, November is the presidential election. He will be president-elect until January, whatever. Then he will be the actual president.
We're approaching
Brian.
24.
January 20th,
Yeah.
2025 is the next inauguration.
Whatever.
Yep, January 20, 2025.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna get reelected, and he'll
It's supposed
probably
to
be in jail doing it too.
You think so?
I don't know. These guys get away with whatever they want.
Yeah, it every time I think
They're
I'm right,
selective.
I'm wrong.
But it does feel like that. It does. It feels like time just flew by. It was so slow when that whole thing was going on, but now when you look now today, it's like, oh, it went by fast. I don't know. That's how I feel.
Groundhog Day. Yep.
Yeah.
33rd day of the year. Groundhog comes out and looks up at the sun. Yeehaw.
The 33.
You did a video on that, didn't you, Brian? You did a pretty good video on the, was it Hobnobbers or what was it called?
It's called a Groundhog's Day is Baal worship.
Oh yeah, didn't it? That video got taken down for sure.
No, it's
Did
still up.
Oh,
No,
is
it's
it?
not.
I swear
It's our guys wearing hats like our Rebbe friend here.
Correct.
I'm
Remy,
surprised you guys are getting along. That's great.
we try.
We want
really
Mashiach now. We don't want to wait.
That's right. Oh. I want to hold on.
Where I have you subbed on one of my.
Day 33 is Groundhog Day. Didn't you say something like that, Brian? The 33rd day of the year.
Yep.
Yeah, February 2nd, January 31st, February 1st, February 2nd, 33.
Wow. What a coincidence.
Is there any rumors down there about Arnold Schwarzenegger? Like
School Your Freedom.
School.
That one.
Is he I don't know, there's this like at one point he was all over the news over here, and now I don't see anything other than him making TV shows now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why we don't.
You guys remember him replacing Trump on The Apprentice?
No, I never watched that show.
Yeah, he replaced Trump on The Apprentice. I think he was only there for one season, and then they canceled it.
The Year Fired show.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a video. Sorry.
So, I was going to play this video.
Brian shared the link.
Okay, so
Go ahead, Michelle.
I was going to play this video that says U.S. ships shoot down 15 drones for Israel-bound missiles.
Yeah, I watched that last night.
So, well, you're going to watch it again.
I will watch it again.
Danny sent that to us. I thought I'd play it. It's only 4 minutes long. Let's play it.
U.S. naval destroyer missiles heading to Israel. The USS Carney was in Egypt's Suez Canal when it.
Viewer discretion is advised. I'm just kidding.
Took out the barrage of enemy fire in a span of just 9 hours. Kirk Leipold is the former Navy commander of the USS Cole, and he joins us now. Commander, thank you so much for joining us. I was trying to figure this out before you came on. Do you know, is USS Carney a part of the 26th MEU that was just brought up through the canal?
That I don't know if it is or not. Typically, if a destroyer is assigned to a MEU, they tend to stay close by simply because they want to be able to protect that force.
Tell us what this looks like. We're talking about drones, which is relatively new technology, but it's an aircraft that has the capability to hurt or destroy something. They sometimes aren't flying very fast. What type of weapons capabilities does a destroyer have to combat these new technologies?
Well, with the technologies, the Aegis weapon system, specifically the spy radar, which the Carney has, which is the same as my ship USS Cole had, is designed to be able to pick up these small targets. And then you have a variety of weapons. They could have used anything from 5-inch gun, which is probably the most likely. It's doubtful they would use surface-to-air missiles. But if it got in close, they could even use the 20-millimeter close-in weapon system.
When we see this, you know, the report is, I believe it was 15 drones, 4 cruise missiles. The report doesn't seem to suggest they were fired at the ship or even the fleet, the U.S. fleet, but possibly in Israel. But is this considered a direct U.S. engagement? Do we need to look at this and say, hey, the United States is at war?
I wouldn't say that, Joey. I think at this point, thankfully, first and foremost is commend the crew of the USS Carney for the great job in intercepting those 4 missiles and those 15 drones. The fact that it came in over a period of time, clearly that ship and the commanding officer was given the rules of engagement necessary to ensure it. The other thing is when missiles are coming towards you, you don't want to sit and say, geez, we don't know where they're going. Let's hesitate, wait. And at the last minute, suddenly that missile picks you up as the radar target instead of its ultimate target and decides to change course. And you have to be in a very reactive mode. The fact that Carney was proactive in doing this, saw them, detected them, and engage them really is a credit to the training of the crew and how well they've done it.
Yeah, the rules of engagement is such a good point because we don't know what our involvement is going to look like, what orders have been brought down to the chain of command as far as supporting the Israeli Defense Force in their active offensive operations. But when we look at the totality of U.S. forces that will be essentially
Oh shit! Oh, sorry.
off the coast of Israel, we're talking about 2 destroyer or
Bless
2
you.
aircraft carrier groups, and
Thank you.
as well as this MEU, smaller ships, but a lot of capabilities. When we bring that contingent together, United States military off the coast of Israel or off the coast there, is there a more capable contingent of military anywhere in the world than what we have right there at that moment?
Actually, no, Joey. And that's one of the great things is having those two.
Who is this guy? Is he an expert? I'm just trying to figure out who this
He
guy
is
is.
the commander of the USS Cole.
Oh, okay.
I
sorry.
find it very interesting that they would use him to give us this information.
Right. Well,
Did I say disinformation or this information?
you pick and choose what it is.
2 aircraft carrier strike groups off the coast really serves as a deterrent and stabilizing force. It allows.
He's a former guy.
Yes.
Just so you guys know. They always have a former or retired or somebody.
Allows us to be able to tell, first and foremost, Iran, that if you push and if you engage with all your other proxy forces and they take a shot at Israel or they begin to engage on multiple fronts, or if they engage U.S. naval forces, then we reserve the right, first and foremost, for self-defense, then if necessary to project power as necessary to protect the United States national security interests, and then do that in coordination with what Israel is doing as they prepare for the ground invasion into Gaza.
Your expertise is unmatched. We really, really enjoy having you on because these are questions that a lot of Americans don't know. Our Navy is something to be so proud of, and it's so great.
Yay, Navy! I'm sorry.
Yeah, and the commander of the USS Cole, who was commanding a ship that some ragtag suicide bombers floated a bomb-laden little bitty boat up against his ship and blew a huge hole in the side of it. And this hero is who they picked to give us that disinformation.
I'm going to go with stupid. USA! 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 I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding, YouTube. I really love the USA. Okay. So, anyway. Oh, we just thought we would play that.
The plot thickens. Sounds like something that they're going to plan on doing, or they're already doing, or they did.
Well, you could, I guess, question where they actually shot down 15 drones and what is it, 4 or 2 missiles? I think it's 4 missiles.
Louder. I think we all should get our flags out and go wave them at the at the White House or go to Washington.
You think so? Okay.
Go to your local capital. I think that will help. Call your local congressman. Stop this. I'm just kidding.
What do you guys get out of that video? What do you think is, like, what's your opinion? Because I would like to know what your opinion is. Like, what are they telling us?
Well, first of all, I will state up front, I don't believe what they're telling us is accurate. That's just my opinion.
But what are you getting? What they're telling us out of that video?
They're telling us that we're at war. Our good friend from Fox specifically stated we're at war. He said that in that manner for a reason. And they're telling us every day that they're bombing Lebanon and Syria, and they're threatening to go bomb Iran every day. And someday, some rogue airplane may fly over Iran and lose a few bombs. Who knows?
Hey, Dub.
Yep.
Got a question. A Western Warrior asked, do you think they'll send our military over there and then activate the militants that they've located all across the U.S. through the manufactured migration situation?
100%.
This is what they want everybody to do right here.
That's the whole, that's 100%. They're
In
going to
my
come here.
opinion,
Sorry.
there's no million sleeper cells in the U.S. that's gonna go raid their neighborhood. That's just my opinion.
100%. I agree.
Remember, the guy said he
Hey,
wants
Brian.
us to worship them all. That's what they want.
Brian,
What?
Rebbe approves of your
Rebbe,
avatar.
All right, good.
I was going to say I'm with Iran.
No, I was just saying, like, this is what they want us to do on our Facebook accounts, and that's what that guy's saying by talking to that guy over here and acting like we should all just be
I'm with
throwing the
Israel.
flag up. Yeah, this is where I stand. I stand with them.
There
Dang,
you
we're gonna
go.
get taken
Yeah.
down. We're gonna get taken down.
No, we're not. We're with Israel.
Yeah, we're
Or
with
not,
family.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
So can I ask Dub a question about his comment? So am I understanding, Dub, that you're saying they're going to send, okay, hypothetically speaking, you're saying that they're going to send the military out where they are now, and then they're going to come here with another army? Or is that what I'm understanding?
Now there's some channels on YouTube that are putting out the information that there's a million sleeper cells, and you gotta be prepared for when they come in your neighborhood, raiding your neighborhood the way they did in southern Israel the other day. And I don't believe that's the case. I really don't believe they shot down all those drones and those missiles. But they are telling us that they're sending 2 carrier divisions, and they're. I saw a deal last night where they said they were sending, I think, 1,500 troops to Israel. There's a lot of war talk going on everywhere, and
Everywhere.
yeah, and I think it's a build-up using our 7th of October's event as the cause of all this. That cause, whatever's happening now and will happen in the future, was caused by Hamas raiding the security of Israel.
I wanted to ask Brian a question. What flag are you going to hold up, Brian?
Well, officially, I don't have a flag to hold up.
Oh, okay.
I have a "Don't Tread on Me" flag. I have one of those flags. That's about it.
Okay.
A Gadsden flag. Yeah.
I just downloaded this off the internet for free.
Yeah, I just had to ask that. Could you put that in the chat? You know.
Hey, Danny says in Iron, Iran so far away. No, I sent Chuck something yesterday. Now they have the Iron Laser. Remember, Chuck?
Mm-hmm.
Iron Dome.
The Iron Beam. The Iron Beam.
The Iron Beam. That's right. Sorry, the Iron Beam. That's what
I've
it's called
seen it
now.
also called the Iron Sword.
All right, but it showed the Hamas rockets, and then it showed all the squiggly rockets of Iron Dome, and then it showed a beam. You remember that video, Chuck? Right? The thumbnail of it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Laser beam. Yep.
Laser beam coming out of a dome.
Where is Laser Beam? I'm just kidding.
Yo, laser beam.
Yo, Laser Beam. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. What do you
I think that Iron Dome is a frequency transmitter receiver.
Hey, look in the chat real quick. Did you do that, Michelle? See where it says, "Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide to our community guidelines."
What?
So they're policing the comments. We don't have any community guidelines on our live stream. I mean,
No.
you guys can say whatever you want, but they're putting that in there. You see it?
No.
Is that YouTube putting it in?
Where did you
Gotta
see
be.
that?
Yeah, it's right under stupid.
I don't see it,
Cormac did LOL and then stupid. It says, "Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines."
That's YouTube, yes.
I'm trying to look for
Oh, wow.
comment.
That's
To
not
learn more.
you. I don't see it at all.
I don't
That's
see it.
crazy.
They're definitely listening in 100%.
Oh yeah, they listen.
Mhm.
Oh,
Soon as you connect to people that you think your channels get along with, 100% they're listening in.
yeah, I don't see it. That is,
Kate just shared a link. If people haven't seen this one is funny take on CNN. It's a BitChute video though.
I don't care.
Maybe it's just my screen.
Yeah, I don't see it at all. There's a lot of people that say they don't see it either.
Sergio said it's there. He
I've seen
says
it
he sees
before.
it. Yeah.
I've seen it
Oh.
before, but I don't.
All
Oh
right.
yeah, it's right here.
Sounds like it's an iPhone thing.
Yeah,
All you
maybe.
iPhone people.
Stupid is laughing. Combat veteran is above him going LOL. And you said it was right after Stupid's comment? Or laughing comment?
Yeah. Yeah, you had Ange, but the CCI stupid, or the CCP, and then combat veteran,
Yeah.
excuse me,
It's
and then
not.
stupid.
You guys
Right
see
below
my you guys see my symbol on the chat because it's on the StreamYard, but it's not on YouTube. That's funny.
I don't see it. Is your white blank?
Yeah.
It's
Now
white blank.
You're a white
yeah, they're
person. I'm
they're
scared.
definitely
and I still don't see that message that we're all talking about. That's pretty
Yeah.
wild. Huh?
I don't
Yeah.
see it either.
yeah, you see my camera shut off and now I went back on. Yeah,
Yeah,
it doesn't
yeah.
show my picture,
Yeah.
but it shows on StreamYard. That's interesting.
Yeah. Now you're just a white avatar.
You see like
Mhm.
you see the little things like how you know they're watching you or listening in. It's just these little things. I don't know if it's like the zeros and ones talking and it's interfering with something, but like this is how you know these little things is how you know that somebody I don't want to sound paranoid, but like, I see what these guys are.
No, you're not paranoid.
No,
I don't see it. I've looked at my phone. I've looked at my StreamYard. It is not there. It's not there.
Interesting. It's interesting how they
Very.
But
Yeah, it's not paranoia when people are out to get you.
Well, Nightbot used to be the algorithm on everybody's live feed.
like it's appearing on iPhones.
I don't even want to touch anything because I feel like I'm gonna get kicked off.
You're not going to get kicked out. We'll let you back in if you do.
Oh yeah.
Danny with the 2 eyes and the nose. It's just
Yeah,
one eye.
Sergio, I didn't see that. I see what you're saying, but it ain't there on mine.
Yeah, it's not on mine either. Danny, it's one eye, not two. I'm just kidding.
Screenshot of it.
Wow.
Screenshot of this. I just find it interesting.
Yeah, they're listening.
Like you leave a message and then you go back to the video and your message is gone and you're like, what?
That happened
Like I
today to
delete
me.
sometimes I'll delete mine now and then. But
Or I get logged out of my account all the time and have to unlock it for no reason. That's a great one.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me send you. So I was trying to send you to get you to come on earlier,
Yeah,
and it just kept saying did not send.
and we just talked like a little bit before that. So in between those 1 or 2 hours of us not talking, they're like deactivated or lock it, and then I have to go online and unlock it on whatever website to go back and use my computer and my accounts and shit. It's stupid.
Redstorm, it's not there. I've went all the way to the chat boxes and it's not there. All the way. With my phone, it's not there.
Is she seeing it also?
Yeah.
Wow.
Some are seeing it, some are not.
Yeah, I went top to bottom. I didn't see it, and in the chat on both things, StreamYard and YouTube, didn't see it.
Yeah, I would send you a screenshot, but you can't.
No, I
Can
seen
you
it.
put the
Sergio sent me the
screenshot? Okay.
You seen it, Brian? You said you didn't see it.
No, I seen it from Sergio's screenshot.
Oh, he sent to you. He sent a screenshot to you.
Yeah, I'll send it to you, Michelle.
Okay, well, I keep scrolling and it's just scrolling.
But it's all good. That's just like all of us saying that we see 5 thumbs ups and 20 comments or 20 people watching. It's all different. Every person will post something different. Every last one of them.
Right.
Like right now, let's say I'm going to go back to the video and we got 26 thumbs ups with 43 watching. That's what I have. 43 watching, 27 thumbs ups. Just went up.
All right, Sergio, have a good day. Have a good time.
Sergio, later.
Take
Later,
care and
Sergio.
see you later, Serge.
I found the family, I think, right?
43, that's good.
Yeah, sometimes we get more, and it's like
I swear I saw over 100 one time.
No way.
I think maybe I don't know.
I've gotten spammed where they do that spam thing where they. That's
Yes.
the only time I got over 100.
A couple of times I've caught it where you've got some trolls in the deal, and you're watching now will shoot up. It'll just go up like a counter, and it'll be there a little bit, and then it'll go back down to where it regularly should be. It's kind of weird.
So let's see.
Did you get that message, Michelle, yet?
I have not received any message.
Huh, it went through. That's weird.
From you?
Yeah, I just texted you the screenshot.
No. Mm-mm.
31 thumbs, 43 watching.
Oh.
That's
hold,
what
hold on. It
there it
says
goes.
it says it's downloading.
6 thumbs.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's not coming through. I told you, my internet. Just a FYI, guys, my internet's been really crazy today. I'm off of a hotspot right now. Going back and forth off of Xfinity, but Dub runs off of Xfinity, and my main phone runs off of T-Mobile. And when his internet went off, my internet went off, and my internet is really slow on my phone. It hasn't come through yet. Check. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But I'm running my internet to my phone off of my other phone for with hotspot. So, and this live. It's crazy. Crazy. I don't know if anybody else has been having internet problems, but let me know if you have today, because it's pretty bad.
For the record, Northman Rich of Richmond, he just had his first son.
Ooh, what?
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Wow.
So you guys know it's all over, whatever. Country Rebel on YouTube. Congratulations to Oliver Anthony Music and his wife, Tiffany, on their new arrival.
Oh, yay!
Yay!
I don't know who that is, but congrats. Always good to have kids.
And he turned down that $8 million. Man, he could have used that.
Wow.
Yeah, right. I believe that.
A few weeks ago, our power went out 3 a.m, and then like a week later went out during the day, which is very odd. So I don't know if they were doing something to the grid, feeding something for those towers, because they've been changing. I don't know if you guys have been noticing in your area, but where I'm at, they've been putting up a lot of towers and replacing some of the old stuff to new stuff.
I haven't quite noticed that, but they're spraying thick.
That too.
Probably more than normal.
Yeah, last couple of days our skies have been crazy.
I've seen something Ange sent. Other channels have been showing the skies, and our skies have been really bad here too.
Our temp.
Yeah, they've been hitting her skies bad.
Yeah, our temperature, it's only in the 40s today, and it's raining. It's going to dip down in the 30s tonight. There's a freeze warning. And right now, you're supposed to be harvesting all your food and everything for fall time, and now we're having this crazy cold weather come in like this, and it makes things mushy. It's kind of weird how it does it to them, but that's just what it does to things. When it freezes them, and then they're supposed to be fruiting and doing things like that, and it just ruins stuff, kills the crops.
Yeah, we're still in the 90s.
Yeah, tonight's freeze warning where I live.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, interesting.
You're in the east.
Northeast.
I noticed that they spray harder during the winter. During the
You think
winters,
so?
they spray harder, and then it's like flu season. Yeah, because then it's why are people getting sick?
Yeah.
It's flu season. And then you get sick in like middle of sometimes you get sick in the summer as well. I don't know. These guys do whatever they get away with. They cover that up so heavy too. If people figure out that's like majority of the problems that we're having is that shit they're spraying. Because if they weren't
Exosome.
spraying that, they
Remember,
wouldn't be able to manipulate us.
remember back during 2020 with the whole CV thing, how all these videos about germ theory and all of these different, theories about it. And I'm just like, man, I have no idea. It's like some people say your flu is your body purging itself. Some people think it's a virus. It's like,
Yeah,
how are we
your
supposed to
body,
know what's true?
supposedly your body
Yeah, how are we
purging
supposed to
itself.
know?
So this is how I
Yeah.
look at all that stuff. No matter what we heard then, I listened to the old timers. The old timers would say that you
Yeah.
gotta get the flu, to push all this, whatever. You get so hot and all that mucus and everything gets out of you, all that bacteria, whatever you want to call it. That's just my
Let it
understanding.
all take care of
That's
itself
why you
naturally.
need the shot now, so you don't get the flu, so it builds up in
Right.
you. You understand what I'm saying? And you die from it.
You guys
If
know
that
the
makes any
story.
sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do you guys know the story about the cinnamon factory during the Spanish flu? How
No.
everybody who worked in the cinnamon factory didn't get the flu, but people who
Yes.
were. Yeah, you heard about that?
Uh-uh.
Oh, yeah, because cinnamon is an immune system booster. So yeah, our bodies do get affected by our environment around us, right? So the
Right.
shit that they're spraying in the air, it affects our immune system. So if you don't take
Hmm.
certain things like let's say oil of oregano, which helps boost your immune system because it keeps it alkalized instead of acidic, right? So whatever they're spraying in the air keeps our bodies acidic. So we're always constantly getting sick. So if we don't feed our body with immune system boosters, that shit's gonna make us sick. That's why I see people with Morgellons, that shit's coming out of their skin because their immune system is compromised now. They have to rebuild their immune system.
Right. And
Yeah,
stop.
yeah, sorry.
No, you're fine. No, I love having you on. I
Yeah.
love having you on here. I just want to let you know you are not disrupting or anything. I think you're awesome. Uh, totally. You're totally
Yeah,
respectful.
break in whenever. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what
like
that's the way
going
the
into
panel
much.
works.
That's the
that's
way we
that,
do it around here.
that's what we
You
want.
got
We want someone that's going to come on and tell us their side and yeah, that's how we all learn. I
Hey,
was
Yeah,
I
I
was
wanted to
I
add
agree.
something there real quick, and I'm gonna disappear for a couple of minutes. But autoimmune disease, that's what all diseases are. If you look up any disease, it doesn't matter what it is, science has labeled it an autoimmune disease. So there is something going on with an attack on our immune systems, like Mr. Fluoride said, you know what I mean? Calcified pineal gland. Yeah, he was the one who first started that thing. So there is some type of attack on our health, keeps us dumb, keeps us whatever. That's their whole goal. Keep us not living long. And then they go like, hey, does that run in the family? And I know I've said this before, but as long as you keep poisoning people with the same shit, yeah, something's going to run in the family. Anyway, I'll be back.
and I was just gonna on the level beat me to it. I was trying to get it out, but hand sanitizer is so toxic. Stop putting that on your hands and all over your body, and I'm sure most of the people don't use it, but it is so toxic. And
And it reduces your immune system.
yeah, I mean, we got to have germs to fight it off. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yes, I agree 100%. It's on the level. You beat me to it. Thank you. I'm just kidding.
Can I add something about this? The whole immune system. I believe that the human body is so resilient. Think about all the poisons and toxins we take in. I believe that what it is when you start taking, they give you, I think most of what they give you is to attack your immune system.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Big
Totally. The
pharma.
natural is better.
Big pharma.
Hmm.
Oh, we
Yeah.
spent the last 4 years of them telling us it's good for us, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then they do that to us soon as we like our mothers give birth to us, right? Soon as a baby is born, they get jabbed right away. That's the first thing they do.
20 some, or how many is it? The number I can't remember
A lot,
that you have to
a
get.
lot. And I think
It's a lot.
they ramped it up since the 80s.
And everybody's got to know if they did not say eat natural, take vitamins, do this, do that for your body, they're just like, oh, big pharma, yeah, this is going to help you, take the shot, take this, take that. And this is not medical disinformation, YouTube. I just want to say we love the shots. Yes, yes, we do.
Boosters, all of them.
Awesome.
Please get your vaccine, everybody. Please get your vaccine and double boost. We're good with that. Anyway,
Triple boost.
triple boost.
And inject yourself with light, like Trump said a bunch of years ago. You guys remember that? We're going to
No.
inject them with light. You don't
Well,
remember him saying that?
I remember he said something about Clorox.
The
But
1,000 points of light that George Bush, is that what you're talking about?
No, I remember him saying something about we're going to inject these people with light. You know what I mean? Like light versus
Yeah,
dark.
I remember that.
Oh, okay.
Tell you guys something about Mr. Bush over there. I remember when I was this was like 1999, and I was looking at a newspaper. I don't know nothing about this guy. I just knew growing up there was a lot of bombings in back in the Middle East through.
hmm
I think it was Senior, right? That was around the 80s. Was he not president in the 80s? Anyways,
yeah.
I remember seeing his like Junior over there, and I was like, "Oh, we're fucked." And I didn't know nothing about the guy, and he's pretty shady, man.
Oh, yeah.
They're all shady.
Yeah. I have no appreciation at all for little Bush or Big Bush.
I don't have any appreciation.
Well, we're still looking for those weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. I can tell you
The
that.
only, the only
Yeah.
thing I ever agreed with Jesse Jackson on was stay out the bushes.
Yeah, Jesse Jackson.
Hey, Dub, in my line of work, you got to keep repeating the truth
You got
over and over.
You got to
Yeah.
catapult the propaganda.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Those people are just clapping like, yeah.
Okay,
Bush.
Rebby. Okay, Rebby. Dun,
He was,
dun,
he
dun,
was
dun,
definitely
dun.
loving it.
Oh my goodness.
You gonna play my song?
Dun, 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 dun. I'm just kidding. Woo!
Yeah.
It's
I
real.
got a great video that I'm thinking about on him, but I think if I post it, my thing's gonna get terminated. My account. So I might do another separate account. I've heard people's accounts, they make like somebody was saying they made 2 accounts in a message I read, 2 or 3, and they all got taken down at the same time.
I've never had that happen though.
I've
I mean,
heard
I've
that.
made-
I've heard that. That you have to make a separate account from a different phone number, from this, from that. I don't know because
Well, let me add to that. So we were talking earlier about them following your IP and tagging that as whatever they want to tag it as like dissenter, or something like that. But my brother, when he would get his stuff deleted, whenever he would start a new account, very quickly he would get deleted again. It wasn't like right away, but very quickly he would get deleted again because they just knew who he was. As soon as he would start making his comments again, they would just delete him again. He'd start a new account, start making his comments, delete him again. And it happened over and over and over. Yeah, that's like the same thing. It's just he didn't have multiple accounts to get deleted. It was just that every time he started a new one from the same phone, deleted. Or he'd be like, I can't comment anymore. It would just start. It would let him make an account and just not even let him use it. That's like me with BitChute right now. I got an account, but I can't comment. I can't thumbs up. All I can do is put videos on there, and I can't do nothing else. It's stupid.
Yep. Hey, let me mention something real quick that Ann said about autism is decimating. She did a video, and I want to ask you guys too. I'm 51, and when I was growing up, I never remembered anybody with autism. What about you guys? I mean, did y'all know anybody like when y'all were younger? I remember
No.
being in school. I think
You
I
had
might
the
remember
special
one
ed
person
people.
maybe having it.
You had like the Down syndrome people that
I
you
remember,
could tell by
Down
looking at
syndrome.
them that they had
Yes,
something not right. Now these
but
autism,
nobody had it.
they're like
Yeah.
not looking at people and looking down at the ground. They don't have that look, but they have something wrong with them. You know what I mean? Autism.
Like
is
1
an
out of
autoimmune
4. They
disease.
say 1 out of 4 kids have it nowadays.
It's an autoimmune disease. You can look
It's
it
a
up.
neurological disorder.
Look up into the autoimmune disease of it. Everything's an autoimmune disease. Our immune system turns on and does something to our bodies, And
I'll tell you
it's
something
learned
about autism because my ex-girlfriend, she was a teacher, not a teacher. She worked with kids had autism, and I remember I went to a walk for autism, right? And I remember reading a sign, and I pointed it out there. And she's like, I didn't even know that. And the sign said, "There's more kids. One in so many kids. I don't remember. One in. I'm sure it's gone up. One in so many kids are getting autism today more than people with cancer. So that
That's
should tell us
crazy. Yeah.
something. And would you ever see a sign like that? I don't. Who knows if they. The funny thing is that the parents that were against the you know what,
Huh?
where were they, like, in the news? They never talked about the parents with kids who have autism or Down syndrome or whatever it is, neurological disorder. Like, okay, that's fine, that's probably an autoimmune as well, right? But it's also neurological. So, like, yeah, I remember telling my ex, I'm like, don't you think it's from the jabs? And she's like, no, it's like, so I think it is. But when they tell you one in that many people have gotten that in cancer, then it's coming from somewhere.
I don't think autism came forward until the child vaccinations
Yeah,
were
Ramped up.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Especially
Um,
during pregnancy.
well, now I mean they have to have 73 vaccinations, something like that total.
78.
Uh,
So,
uh, Something like that. It's in the 70s
Hmm.
for you to keep your kids in school. I wanted to welcome Danny Diesel to the show.
Hello.
Danny, what's up?
Hello, everyone.
Mr. Danny, hello.
Happy birthday to you.
oh, that's
Dub,
right.
Dub, you blew my computer up yesterday.
I can do that, man.
I was trying to make Dub a birthday video, and my computer went. and I
Yeah.
had to call Apple support, and they said, "Oh, last year your computer became vintage." Quote. So now that I have very limited support, and I think I got to buy a new computer.
If we think about those needles, for instance, like our grandparents and older people only need to have like one or two of them, and then my generation might have had to have like 10 of them. You know what I mean? And now you gotta
I
have
don't
like,
even think they ever had
Yeah, I
one or
looked that
two.
up. My dad was born in 40,
Oh,
and I got on the internet somewhere, and it said in like the 1940s it was only 4 shots, polio, and some other ones, and then when I was in school it was 7.
Tuberculosis.
interesting. Around the time when they had Project Paperclip. Interesting, is it
Yep.
not?
smallpox.
Hmm. That's
Yeah,
when the Nazi scientists came over.
that's
Or
right.
the
They brought the
yeah.
Nazis over here to run our space program.
Yeah, and all the hospitals and the school system and continuous.
Well, if they believe the moon landing, let's just give them shots.
Well, yeah, they're gonna believe anything.
Well, we'll give them shots. Raise the taxes. These people are idiots.
One small leap for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Believe the spinning ball, and they're gonna believe anything.
Let's put Nixon in as president. Yeah.
Oh, let him make a phone call from a landline, and he'll tell you it all.
How about Carter? Jimmy Carter. That'll be a good one.
Only if he has a peanut. Just kidding.
Yeah, I
Jimmy
don't know how long
Carter,
my
JT.
phone's gonna make it. My battery's real low. I sent a link, Michelle, and the video I wanted to make for Dub was basically I was gonna play this song, and then put some clips of like the Vegas stuff on that, and but I couldn't do it. So I don't know if you care at the end of your show when you're all done and you might be able to play it for Dub's birthday. It's got lyrics on it. And I just found this song. I'm going to start using it in my videos. I didn't even know about it.
So it has lyrics on the video.
Yeah, it's on the screen. So because
so it's usable.
yeah, and I'm one of those people that I always thought I knew what lyrics were in songs, but I don't.
Yeah.
I'm always wrong. But this one, I just found it. I don't know if you heard of Dream Theater. It's one of their slower, quieter, songs. It's not like a metal song. It's pretty
I
good.
just posted a comment that that's scripture right there, and science says we do this for health reasons. So most of the stuff in this world we don't understand, because it's on things that we don't understand. Because we're
Sure,
not
the
against
Pope okays it.
collecting blood.
The Pope said it's fine. It's good to get vaccinated.
Yeah, I was talking about the thing I just posted in the comment though. But yeah, you're right. I got a video deleted for him saying that to the people, like telling everybody, get it. They said it was medical misinformation.
Yeah, even if it does have embryo cells in it, it's okay. We'll allow it.
Hey, I just shared the official 1969 moon reels. There's an older video. It's pretty good if you guys want to watch it and save it for later. But we were talking about the landline. Yeah, the landline call. It has all that stuff in it too.
There's a 322 in the link though, Chuck. I don't know if I can trust it.
They got an out for that.
See that?
Okay.
NASA has a perfectly good excuse for that landline phone call to the moon.
What's that?
They said that the president called Houston headquarters, and they stuck the phone next to the microphone that was sending the X-ray beam super signal up to the moon. That's how they did it.
So that means it's real then.
With no delay.
Okay. Yeah, no delay.
Yeah, that's how you know it's BS, because there's no delay. People don't clue in. There's always a delay when it's live, right?
Yeah.
People back then probably were like, "Oh, they patched him through to the moon." That's
Ange
awesome.
just made a comment, and I wanted to say that I believe there's like a vax settle court or something like that. Most people don't know about it, but they have like a court system where they pay these people. Like
I've heard.
Comment.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really very like the statistics on it are like you might as well win the lottery to even have a claim settled.
Yeah, I can imagine that, but I'm just saying that it is out there.
Like, they've only paid like 1,400 people since it was developed.
Damn.
And over how many years? I don't know, like 18 years it's been around. They're so strict.
If they ask for consent, does it mean it's good?
For the shot?
Just generally speaking. It can't be good if they ask for consent.
Yeah,
can we stab you with this needle? Sure.
No? Would you mind signing this waiver that says you won't sue me? That's like jumping off of a bungee cord.
That's what they did with the most recent one, right? And that's what supposedly was up with it. Was like, hey, we have no liabilities here.
Yeah, well, they're protected from.
I'm not even giving my dogs shots anymore.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, and everybody's pets are dying of cancer now too.
Yeah, I a good friend of mine about a week ago, he said, "Hey, do you know anybody that's like a little bit too young to be dying of cancer, like getting diagnosed with cancer and then being dead in 6 months?" And I was like, "No, not yet." And he goes, "Well, I got two guys I work with, and both of their wives died within a year, both from breast cancer. Like just, hey, you got cancer, and then dead."
Yeah. Well, and I like often I see driving down the street, they got free vaccinations for your pets. Free vaccine.
Free. It's free.
Yeah.
It's good.
How could you pass that down?
Yeah. It's like, oh my gosh. I usually have to go to the vet and pay them $60, $70, $80, $90. Well, why not get it for free so I can inject them with, the goodness, YouTube.
That's why everything free is good. You know why all the people in Israel have big noses?
Oh shit.
Because air is free.
Danny.
This one's going down.
No, I stayed clear of the word.
All right, Chuck. So I pulled up the one that you posted. It's 20 minutes long.
It's pretty classic though. It's good.
That's a good
but
one. I think I've seen it. I think I did.
You guys.
Yeah, you did. You commented, I think, on it. Dan.
Yeah. Original moon reels.
Right. So should I?
It was in the Stanley Kubrick. Stanley Kubrick. How do you say his last name?
Kubrick.
Stanley
Kubrick.
Kubrick. Okay.
Like a pool cue brick.
Gotcha.
Kubrick.
Like a cube and a brick.
Yep.
Not like Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, Rubik's Cubic.
Gotcha.
Kubrick. Oh, that's hard to say. Rubik's Cube.
Rubik's Kubrick.
All right. So should we play it or not?
Play it.
The beginning's the best part.
All right.
I'm going to go on mute and then charge my phone while I'm watching.
All right.
Okay.
One giant leap. So, I guess you want to do it again.
That's my most favorite intro that you have, Chuck. Just so you
Yeah, I
know,
love that one.
that's the most realistic, most in your face fake
It is.
that you can do with NASA. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. So true.
I am Werner von Braun. This motion picture was produced to enable you to experience more personally and vividly the most dramatic events of the Apollo 11 story. The pictures and sounds are real, recorded in real time, where the action really was. So, come with us. We are going to the moon.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition sequence start.
Oh, look, there's Dub, the client. Dub.
Dub.
Dub, what are you doing there? Is there something you need to let us
Busted. Dub's busted.
I forgot to mention a few things, I guess.
Just saying. We're going to have a talk
Good catch,
afterwards.
Michelle.
That's the reverse. It's actually meant to say bud, and they were just there to get high.
Bud.
We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other thing. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
I think it means that the job of landing something on the moon where there's no atmosphere and using a rocket to slow it up and having the equipment still work is a very difficult job.
We've been brought in here by Stanley Kubrick to more or less ensure the scientific integrity of the film, to make sure that it's very, very close in reality, but still we want to make certain that it has a base of reality.
Before the end of the 60s, we will see a man on the moon, to the moon, an American, and we're very proud that our country continues to produce these
But he was so good. Oh, okay.
young men who go so far and carry with them so much. To put people on the moon and with enough fuel to enable them to return safely home to Earth requires a still larger and more powerful rocket, however.
One more thing. It's real, YouTube. It's real. Just so you know, we love the moon. Landing on the moon, it's real. Okay. Just saying.
It's going to take some time, and I think we have to recognize it. They secured these large boosters, which have led to their being first in Sputnik and led to their...
Did he say boosters?
Yeah.
He did.
First putting their man in space. We are, I hope, going to be able to carry out our efforts with due regard to the problem of the life of the man involved this year. But we are behind.
However, Let us imagine for a moment that the many problems have been solved. We are ready to begin our first voyage to the moon.
It is quite possible that an aggressor nation that dominates space will then dominate the world.
We're in the final assembly building of the LEM. Stanley Kubrick and I have set ourselves several objectives. We hope to convey to the public the wonder and beauty and promise of the new age of exploration, which is opening up before the human race.
Arthur, here we are on the LEM ship, and one can almost imagine we're on our way to the moon, or we've arrived at the moon, as a matter of fact.
Can you believe it? Can you
No.
realize that that you and I, that all of us, have actually begun the exploration of another world?
Instead of screaming USA, we should yell NASA. Just kidding.
Hey, real quick, Ann
They're
says,
taking
I
the
hope
first
the money
historic-
was worth what they will most likely pay. Yeah. I would rather not lie to the whole human race and pretend that I was out doing these things and, you know.
Mhm.
Yep,
Especially with aluminum foil. I mean, come on now.
I know. And then they show us in the movies like Apollo 13 or whatever it was with Tom Hanks. Like, you know, man, jeez. That
It's
movie was
gotta
so
be
long. My
more-
dad loved it.
Yeah, it's got to be more than aluminum foil and paper mache. I'm sorry.
Well, it's gold foil in some cases. Depends on lighting.
Oh, okay.
Tinfoil. That's where we get our hats from.
Oh, aluminum foil, gold foil. I mean,
But they don't sell tinfoil, Chuck. Remember, it's aluminum foil.
Right.
Yeah.
because we wear the tin foil, remember?
That's right. They're
Mhm.
sold out. We bought it all.
Yeah.
Historic step into our solar system.
Take one.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
And that's what that'll do it.
Two.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
We, the crew of Apollo 11, are privileged to represent the United States in our first attempt to take man to another heavenly body.
Man walks on the moon. Man walks on the moon. The first man from Earth walked on the surface of the moon this morning, and the
And they're
suspense
buying it.
is unbelievable.
And they bought it. And we bought
They
it.
did.
And we bought it for a while. Only for a while.
Hello, Apollo 11, Houston. Okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now. Neil, we can see you coming. I'm going to step off the LEM now. Neil and Buzz, the President of the United States is in his office now
I like
and
this
would
part.
like to say a few words to you. Over.
He was so smart. I'm just kidding.
That would be an honor. Go ahead, Mr. President. This is Houston out.
Hello, Neil and Buzz. I'm talking to you by telephone from the Oval Room at the White House. And this certainly has to be
With the stick, with the stiff flag. That's not moving. Okay.
the most
It's
historic
the wind.
telephone call ever made in the whole history of man. All the people on this earth are truly one. One in their pride in what you have done. And one in our prayers that you will return safely to earth.
Everybody stand up. I'm just kidding.
Presented by NASA, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration.
I think that's awfully good. That one and the one before was pretty good.
Do we have about 15 seconds?
Oh, yeah, you get a lot of time.
I claim this land in the name of...
It's real.
I don't remember seeing this, Chuck. I must have missed
This is a good one. That's a good one.
I'm ashamed of myself because I didn't see this one.
The pieces in my heart go away with you. Forever in my mind, only you. The pieces in my heart go away with you. Forever in my mind, only you. The pieces in my heart go away with you. Forever in my mind, only you. The pieces in my heart go away with you. Forever in my mind. Forever in my mind, only you. The pieces in my heart go away with you. Forever in my mind, only you. The pieces in my heart go away with you.
Just so you guys know, that's Arizona.
Forever in my mind, only you. The pieces in my heart go away with you. Forever in my mind, only you. The pieces in my heart go away with you. Forever in my mind.
Nice shadow there.
A lot of shadows, Dub said.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ready? And action. Got it, Jim? Good that. Good for.
He needs to walk too smart.
Once more, please.
Otherwise, he's afraid.
Let me walk there.
Back in the middle.
Here's what we really need is when we go to his left and then kind of mirror back. Is that right?
When I grow up, I want to be an astronaut.
No light.
Heads light. They were laughing all the way to the bank.
Exactly right, and it has to be. We have to be high enough so that we've got you against blue sky and not against Earth as you're coming in. You're coming in a descending approach as you get in.
Over. We can rehearse it. So go back and we'll rehearse it and see how it looks.
Did he say blue sky? I think not. It's white skies now.
Yeah.
So just had to correct that guy.
Ready? And action.
Heads light.
Quiet.
Stupid. I think it's more the movies that came after all this stuff. Who knows who actually even got to even see this stuff? They just got told it and taught it in school. Then all the movies came, and they're like, yep, seen it in Star Wars. I've seen it in Spaceballs. Yep, it's real.
Absolutely.
Flatwater says, saw it on the radio. Might as well, right? You know, that's so funny because my next door neighbor, uh, you know, when we had a little tiff going on about the moon landing, he was like, I saw it on TV. And then called us a bunch of names after that.
Ready and turn.
Use a second marker there.
Lugging it down.
This is a hell of a time.
That's right.
We're a little deep now,
Right.
let me tell you.
We're rolling.
Marker? Right now. Hey, that was better.
Forget it.
Wow.
Why isn't the beauty of this place is just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, just think about how annoying and aluminum full of rips.
There's
And
another
flares.
spectacular view. The pilot who missed the crater. Watch out. Watch out, John. And action.
Let's say, it's a little Fred, I think that's awfully good.
Bubbles.
Use slapsticks on this one. What do you think the percentage of people that believed this back then was?
Say again.
What do you think the percentage of the people believed this back then?
Well, I
You
mean,
think it
how many
was like
people had a TV?
90%?
When did this happen? What's this year? This one right here.
1969.
Yeah, I don't know
was
how
when it
many
happened.
people even had a TV then. You know what I mean? So just think of it that way. That's why Flatwater says I saw it on the radio, because that's what most people had if they had anything back then, when they were maybe driving to work or something, and someone else told them, and then, I don't know, no one's seen it. It was the movies.
Remember the days when you had 3 channels? I remember we had channel 2, channel 8, and channel 45, and it was a dial, and there was no remote control. You had to get up to change it.
Right.
I remember just basic cable when I was a kid. Yeah.
I'm back. That was starting to annoy me, like the Vegas beeps. Beep. Beep. Boop.
Maybe that's how they do all their footages.
They always got to have that beep and boop in there.
I have to say, Danny, we did miss you. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, fine.
I'm just kidding.
So am I.
We could do without the boops. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
They really did moon us with this mission.
Yes.
The government absolutely 100% mooned us.
Yes, absolutely.
Just like if you're driving down the highway and a bus goes by, they mooned us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somewhere at a big table, they're laughing.
Oh, yeah.
There's like 12 guys, or no, 33 guys, and they're all smoking cigars, laughing, and going,
Yep. I got in trouble in high school once for mooning people. I didn't think it was funny.
Yeah, I would get arrested if I did it.
So I stood on a friend's truck and I mooned the school buses as I drove down the boulevard. Yeah, it was a good one.
That's funny. All right. We'll keep playing.
Action.
You know, like Dub always tells me. Oh, Pls Sub. He always tells me, he's like, I can't believe that people believe this shit, and I'm like, Dub.
What the feelings of the Apollo program are, and the symbol of mankind, and we can live in peace and harmony in the future.
Rather than even say anything about the, about the, I like to keep the stuff to an absolute minimum. Peter has. That's right.
Beep.
Go ahead. Okay, you can be the spy plane coming overhead about 300 feet.
Is this the one with the lawnmower?
Tailslide coming up right now. Right now. And that is better. Rehearsal, guys. Ready and action.
Altitude will go high.
I think it's been almost 10 years since you've been trying to do this. Look forward, got a really good view.
You're looking great. Coming up 9 minutes. Roger, understand. Go for landing. 3,000 feet.
Peter has put a mark back there where he wants to land.
What's that now? 5.5 pounds.
It's a car.
Forward. Forward.
Oh my gosh. How stupid is that? How stupid is that?
What I don't understand is why these rockets don't pulsate like the rocket we got shown in the past couple of years on TV. You know what I'm saying? Remember that?
It's so stupid. I understand it.
Yeah, all these old cameras were able to make this shit not pulsate, but somehow cameras of today have to watch that rocket go up and down, and everybody go like, "Is that? Is that what I?"
There's no fire in a vacuum. You wouldn't see the thruster in the vacuum.
It's so crazy that people can just watch that happen and go, "Oh, that doesn't mean nothing to me."
Of course, it didn't make a crater. Why would it?
So dumb.
No propulsion.
Dumb.
Hey, if we're flying through space at 666,000 miles an hour, how are they able to land on it? Just saying.
Because it's a rocket.
It should have been like flicking a cigarette out of your car window on the interstate.
It was through mathematical calculation, relativity, and gravity.
It wasn't in a convertible, Chuck. I'm just kidding.
Okay,
Haven't
my
you
bad.
ever heard of centrifugal force? That's what there's an excuse for everything.
I like
literally.
all of their different reasonings of going through the asteroid belt or the radiation belt. They all have a different thing. Like, well, I did see stuff, and I was like, well, I didn't see stuff, and guys are like, well, I seen stars, and well, I didn't see stars.
Oh yeah, Alan Bean.
Remember when he says, "I don't care. Anybody that's a scientist knows we did it."
Knows I went to the moon.
It's been on the news.
Because they're scientists. They wear
No.
white coats.
No, he says that's horse shit. Anybody that's a scientist knows I went to the moon and back.
They're smarter than us, guys.
Alan Bean's my fave.
They went to school to be scientists.
And it's not because I have an autographed card of his. I like that one where he's like, well, I don't think we went far enough out to go through the Van Allen belts. And then the guy says, yeah, they start at 1,000 miles and go to 50,000. He goes, well, then we went out through them. And nothing happened.
That's a good one. Mm-hmm.
The Bible says those professing science are erring in the faith. But anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I have a neighbor on one side that said, I saw it on TV. You're effing crazy. Okay, I had that one, and the other one said, what did he say? He goes, I saw the curvature at night on top of a
building.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I was guessing.
At night, you saw the curvature at night. Okay.
Yeah, because of the Aurora Borealis.
You know what I always like is when a GoPro on top of a building makes the building beside it curve too. And everybody's like, yeah, see, curved.
Millions of people watched it happen on live TV. And you know what I'm going to say from now on? I'm going to say millions of people got duped.
Absolutely.
Millions of people fell for the same trick at the same time.
Dub's son said, so you're telling me the majority of the world has been duped and you are right?
Yep.
How do you explain that? How do you're like, and he's like, prove it to me. He's telling his dad, prove it to me. That would be Dub. You're telling me everybody else was dumb and you're the smart one. Yep. How do you?
Well, not at the time. Did you think it was real, Dub, when it happened?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I thought it was real until after
We've all
the
been
Vegas
duped.
shooting.
Yeah, I bought into it. I had my collection of 35 millimeter slides.
Yeah.
When I got back from Vietnam,
I've seen those slides, by the way.
When I got back from Vietnam, I toured NASA headquarters. And they showed me the big old huge pools that they practice in for some reason.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's where they do the space station.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, we know we've all been duped.
I bought it. Yeah, I bought a lot of things. I bought 9/11 till 2016.
I ran around in my car with my car with shoe polish on it. United we stand.
Vegas strong.
Right after United we stand. Right after 9/11.
Never forget.
Oh, never. Yeah.
So Dub, when did you think, or when did you realize the moon mission might not be real?
When Flat Earth came in.
When I looked at it.
Yeah, as soon as same here. As soon as I looked at the NASA photos of the lander in high definition from their website, I was like, oh my God.
I'd never seen any of that. See, I didn't look into anything. I knew some things about some of the events were not what they were saying and everything, but I never actually sat down and looked at and studied them.
Yeah, on my channel, I got a video that Antonio Subarat's made, and that's the video that I played one night, like at 3 a.m. after watching a bunch of Vegas videos. I was falling asleep, and this came up, and I watched it, and I woke up Lisa. I go, Lisa, you gotta watch this. And all it is one photo. He just sits there and makes fun of this one photo of the moon lander. And Michelle, I think you played it once on your channel.
I have played it on my live, and it's that's such a good video.
That's all it took for me to go, that's not real. So, okay, they're lying about that now.
Yeah, well, I've never seen any of this stuff, the backstage stuff on the moon.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure if that's I think that might be a little elaborate.
Who
like
remembers the term homeless tweaker shelter? Anybody remember that?
Yeah,
term?
yeah.
That's it. Yep.
Let's see, and then they called it a what are those shanties in Brazil called? I forget. But that too, and a lot of that stuff comes from Bart Cybrell and his videos.
Yep.
Never heard of it.
Astronauts gone wild.
Oh, you haven't, Dub?
No.
Astronauts gone wild?
I'm losing a little bit of. He's the guy that put out the video. A funny thing happened on the way to the moon, and he also got punched by Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah.
And then kicked in the butt by the other guy.
Yeah, that's the same guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Recently he moved to Argentina or somewhere, Brazil. I'm not sure where. I forget. I know it's out of country. He moved to like Brazil or Argentina, and now he's doing his videos from there. And he released a video where there's some guy on his deathbed confession that saying where they faked it and what stage it was on, and it was in New Mexico at an Air Force base. And
My thought process, Danny, is that's kind of paid off.
Oh yeah, I always watched his stuff, and I was like, no, come on, no. As soon as he was like, I gotta move, and then he wrote a book, and I bought his book, and I took it with me when I went to visit my parents, and I was reading it on the airplane, and I was like, oh no. He's talking about how the CIA drugged him and put him in a van and took him somewhere and all this stuff. I was like, oh man.
Well, here's what gave it away me with this guy. He was the one that went and interviewed the guy at his house, right, in his garage and his driveway too.
Yeah.
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 When that guy replied to him with, "Oh, I usually just call the FBI," that was all horseshit and set up. So that's what I
Oh
believe.
yeah, Edgar Mitchell said, hey, his son or grandson said, yeah, you want me to call the CIA and we'll have him waxed?
Yeah.
And I was like, come. The whole thing. You know, if you watch people long enough, you can tell when they slip.
Yes.
Or whatever. You know, that's why I still come to your channel, Michelle and Dub.
Why is that?
Because you guys are honest and legitimate and trustworthy, and
Thank you.
you haven't moved to Brazil and said that the CIA kidnapped you.
No, not likely.
You ain't gonna get rid of us because
Yeah. But the moon landing, yeah, there's so much garbage about it that it's undeniable, even if there are people that are pushing it. Just like with flat Earth. They
Danny,
say
what
flat
about the
Earth
people though that? What about the people that say, yeah, the moon landing was fake, but we still live on a spinning ball? I mean, that's the thing. Bart Sibrel is one. He'll say the moon landing was fake, but we're still on a spinning ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because they haven't researched it.
Or they're paid insiders.
As soon as you go to the NASA website or watch that video on my channel, then you'll be like, oh, that's the moon lander? That's how they built it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that changes things. So if you start looking into flat Earth, you're like, oh, you can see way too far?
Remember the video of the kid in the class that said, who filmed the moon landing? And the teacher didn't know, so the teacher called the principal. Then the principal called somebody, and then the army had to hit the red button because somebody was getting too close. Remember that?
The National Guard was deployed.
That was hilarious.
and I'm not going to put you on the spot, Danny, but I'm just saying, Philemon, he believes in everything but flat Earth. You know, he's like all the psyops.
Well, he's got eventually he'll figure it out.
No,
Just
he
give
won't.
him,
No, he won't.
Yeah, he's got to look at it.
No,
if he watches, all you got to do, fellow man, is watch my video on the moon lander.
He said it's the biggest distraction in the truth community.
Yeah.
Well, what do you guys think that they were doing then instead of landing on the moon? What do you think the story behind it is? Anybody has anything? Like they couldn't have just made up this whole thing that they went to the moon. They must have done something else.
I'm going to answer that to take God out of the equation, because then they're going to push the Big Bang. Because we would not be on a spinning ball without the Big Bang.
They're married to each other, yeah. The explosion.
And therefore, you would not have God in the equation. That's my. I had to.
So, you guys think that there's another land beyond what ours looks like or similar? Because if you don't believe in the moon landing, then you can't believe that there's planets, and you have to think that we live. I don't believe it's flat, but I mean we're in a realm, and I think that there's more. Maybe there's other worlds beyond, or maybe that's another bullshit. Or or is the Earth so big that we see it like a reflection from?
We can't see it. That's just it. We can't see it. No one's ever left it to take a photo. No one. Nobody's ever left and said, "Hey, here's a picture of Earth from the moon."
We're not floating on a spinning ball.
So there's a theory. They say the moon is like an X-ray of Earth. So how can you land on something that's a reflection?
Well, how can you see the moon from only one side?
Are you talking about those moon map things?
Because then that's where the theory of the flat Earth comes from. Right? I think we live in a realm. I don't think it's flat or round. I think it's a realm, and you can't see beyond.
We live on a flat, big old, huge rock. I'm not sure if it's in my.
How about level and stationary?
I think it's level.
Yes.
What I like to know your opinion is if you think there's other lands beyond ours.
I don't.
Like,
No.
I don't.
You don't.
No.
You think the bird thing is BS?
The
what
what?
thing?
Oh, the bird thing. Yeah. I don't know.
Admiral Byrd. I just want to know what what you guys
I
think
think
the
there could
story
be.
is.
I think there could be another continent further away from the ice that
I think it's in the middle, though. I think that the continent he's talking about is in the middle, or the North Pole. They never talk about the North Pole.
Well, the middle
You know,
of
the Bible.
Antarctica would be on the other side of the ice shelf.
Is there a North Pole? Is there
Yeah.
one spot?
There's
Are
a
you
center,
saying
the
that's
center of the
Eden?
Earth.
Like that's Eden,
Yeah.
where
I
life
think
was
so. Yeah, where
created?
Mount Zion, there's a crystal mountain there that reaches up to heaven that all the compasses point due north. I mean, that's what I think from what I've researched.
But I think there's a North Pole, but there's not a South Pole.
No, there's no South Pole.
I think there's a North
So
and a
you
South.
think the Antarctica thing is made up then?
Where's the South at?
No, the Antarctica is the shoreline of the flat Earth. You know what I mean? It's land. It's the shoreline of the flat Earth.
I got a question for you. All right, you know how when you're holding a compass, you have to try to get it level so that the little needle won't hit the glass,
Right.
or whatever. If let's say you were standing just north of the equator, I don't know what degree that would be, like 80
a
degrees.
gyroscope?
So you're just a little bit north of the equator.
Is there an equator?
And if you're holding a compass flat and level, how come the needle doesn't point at a slight angle downwards towards the North Pole? Why does it still point level?
Because we're sitting level.
Well, no, I know, but if you're arguing for the globe side, it should be pointing down, and almost, you know how sometimes the needle will rub the glass and you got to hold it level. It should be pulling down, because if you're on a ball,
right,
halfway in the middle of it, it shouldn't be pointing level. That'd be up and down.
I'm sure they have a stupid explanation for that.
It should be pointing like almost towards your feet, towards the North Pole. That would be on the. Anyway, that no one ever has a good explanation for that.
If you have a compass, you're saying if the compass was like round.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had a compass that was a ball, right? But it's still like the surface. If you look at it, it shows you north and south, east and west. So I see what you're saying. It's not going to show you like pointing down, because it doesn't show you pointing down. It stays
level
horizon.
because most compasses are just a little needle floating on a bearing on a post.
That's a good way to burn. I'm sure they have an answer for that. I've never heard.
I haven't heard one yet. I listened to that stuff a lot, and I haven't heard anybody explain why the needles don't dip slightly downward.
Yeah, Michelle, flat Earth stuff needs a wrench.
Done.
Done.
It's already done.
I got to charge my battery again.
Yeah,
carry on.
Yeah, I'm about ready to jump in the chat here. I'm about done.
Well, we're going on 3 hours, guys, and so if you're gonna jump in the chat, that's a cue for me.
That's a cue for you.
That's a cue for me. Thank you, All the World's Stage. I really appreciate you coming on and
yeah, it was awesome meeting you. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. If you ever want to do it again, you're more than welcome. Danny, on the other hand, I'm just kidding.
Always good.
I love you, Danny. Of course. Hi, Lisa.
Yeah, she's not here.
Oh well. Well then.
I'm single tonight.
Oh wow. Woo-hoo.
She's at her mom's.
Bring down the crystal ball.
Any party time.
Hey, if you could, Michelle, that song is got the birthday cakes next to it. It was the last link I sent. If you can play it when you're closing or whatever.
Okay, let me look for it real quick.
Or when everybody's done saying their goodbyes.
Let me see here.
Because then if they pause you and time you out, it won't matter.
I'm scrolling. Hold on.
Hey, buddy. Don't chew on my kitty cat's chewing on my cord. No. Oh, man. Cats are fast. Hey, see if you can hear this.
I'm looking for it and I'm not finding it.
No.
Send it again, Danny.
I will. I'll get out and send it real quick. It was just a song that I realized it would be a good birthday song. You guys will like the lyrics. Okay, later. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Good to see you,
Later.
man.
Danny.
Come back again.
Let's see. Still waiting.
I thought the show was stupid. No, I'm
you saying that, I knew exactly when you said that because Stupid said it was a great show. Oh, that's funny.
Always good to have
And I
Stupid
bid
here.
you adieu.
There it is. Oh no, that's flat stuff.
Well, it wasn't too bad for winging it.
I know, right? We just came in
Yeah.
and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
There it is. Let's see. All right. Did it go up? Let's see. Green. Okay.
Thank you, Danny.
All right. So, I want to thank everybody for being here. I like I said earlier today, this is a small community that we have created that has everybody, not we have created, but that we've all come together. And I want everybody to feel comfortable, and I really appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate my panel. I really do. On a weekly basis, it's so awesome for me. I just want to let you guys know that from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. And please come back again. I just want to I say it like this: a safe space. No, that's so stupid. But I'm just saying, just a place for us to hang out, because we know what we're saying and what we're doing is not really getting out anywhere, and we all can be comfortable in just talking amongst ourselves. So thank you, Chuck Middleton. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, All the World's a Stage. Double consent, of course. I'm going to go ahead and play this song. Thank you. I didn't say hello to Alicia. Thank you so much, Alicia, for being here. I know you came in a little bit later, but everybody knows Flat Stuff Earth, Crystal Gem. I didn't get to say hello to you guys. I appreciate you all for being here. Love you guys so very much, and I'm going to go ahead and
We love you guys. Appreciate it. Yep.
Yeah.
Appreciate everyone
Sure,
that comes
everybody.
to spend some time with us.
Yep.
Enjoy your night. Thank you.
Till next time. Later.
Till next time. Dun, dun,
Peace out.
This is a rock moment. Just so you know.
Waiting in the calm of desolation, wanting to break from this circle of confusion. Sleeping in the depths of isolation, trying to wake from this daydream of illusion. How can I feel abandoned even when the world surrounds me? How can I bite the hand that feeds the strangers all around me? How can I know so many, never really knowing anyone? If I seem superhuman, I have been misunderstood. It challenges the essence of my soul, and leaves me in a state of disconnection as I navigate the maze of self-control, playing a lion, being led to a cage. I turn from a thief to a beggar, from a god to God save me. How can I feel abandoned even when the world surrounds me? How can I fight the hand that feeds the strangers all around me? How can I know so many, never really knowing anyone? If I seem superhuman, I've been playing a line, being led to a cage. I turn from self-will to seclusion, from love to disdain, from body life to delusion, from a faith to a beggar, from a God to God save me. How can I feel abandoned even when the world surrounds me? How can I fight the hand that feeds the strangers all around me? How can I know so many, never really knowing anyone? If I seem superhuman, I've been misunderstood.
Thank you, Danny.